Cool. So on Monday, we swing traded Maricals. Like I said, it wasn't a huge winner, but on Monday it's hard to have like huge games. But winner's a winner. I was happy with that. And then in the chat, like I told you guys today, when you wake up in the morning, make sure you look at the chat from like 8:30 to like 9:15, because that's when I'm just talking about random stuff. So I mentioned Tesla puts below 199, and it plummeted. So that was a really good trade in the morning. A bunch of you guys were able to take that, so that was pretty good. Tuesday we swung those IWM puts. It was a nice winner. It wound up hitting 100% at close. What's crazy is if we would have gotten QQQ or SPY, those hit like 500%. So I picked the wrong one. It still made money, but I could have made a lot more. But that was the day we dropped really hard. I also posted SMH in my watch list, and I told you this is the resistance level, and if it stays under here, it's gonna go here. And here was 220, and you can go back into the watch list and look at it if you want, but that's the day I was like, if Nvidia goes red, SMH is gonna tank and go here. And it went there perfectly, and it wound up like bouncing there too. So you always want to sell at the targets, kind of like UNH. I told you UNH was going 480 today. It hit 480 and plummeted. So always make sure to take profits if I like give you a target. Wednesday I didn't do much, but that was the day where we opened up at resistance and had a big volume drop to the downside for like 30 minutes. So some of you guys were able to get inputs, but when we have big volume drops, whether it's a breakout or a drop, you definitely want to participate in that, because the puts ran literally 100% in like 5 minutes. So that's all I really did Wednesday. I didn't call any other plays. If you are on voice today, I can't say much. It's self-explanatory, but I was on from 10:30 a.m. all of it till close. I ain't even gonna lie, I'm a little winded, but I gave out mad plays. During the day, I'm just scanning the market, and if I see something, I can analyze it in like 10 seconds and find the level of the strike and stuff. So just a few examples. UNH was one. Amazon, I told you that it's going to 177. It started with a hammer, so it's going to go up to the previous day's high. It did just that. Amazon boomed today. I posted Google this morning on my watch list, and it wound up booming today. It's the first time Google's went up $3 in a while, so I'm happy about that. That was another great play. Communication sector was real bullish today, so you guys saw Meta up 20. Netflix up. So playing Google, we were smart for that because that sector was bullish. So I'm happy with that trade. When QQQ was consolidating in the morning at like 10:30, I told you if it holds this level, it's gonna go higher. So if you got in Q calls, it wound up ripping 3 from there. After a big gap up, sometimes price is just gonna consolidate for like 30 minutes or an hour, and then tell you which way it's gonna go. So that's kind of what I was analyzing, and then I was looking at all the other stocks going up. So in my head, we're gonna hold support and bounce. So knowing stuff like that is just gonna help push you in the right position. As you guys see, all I called in the afternoon was calls because I knew the market was bullish. So that's why I always try to keep you guys up to date with what the whole market is doing, because when you know that, it's gonna help put you in the right position. So Nvidia, it's crazy because like I see stuff in the morning and I tell you where it's gonna go. But anyway, Nvidia was at like 920, and I was like, the 1,000 calls, these could hit XYZ. They were like $50. Those went crazy, and then I told you Nvidia can go to 950 tomorrow, 960, and that's why I told you the 1,000 calls, because if Nvidia goes to 960, those 1,000 calls are gonna print. If you go look at the simulated returns on Robinhood right now, it says like 170 a contract or 200. So if you do the math from 50 to 200, that's like 300, 400% play. So I'm really happy with that. I analyzed that real quick. You guys told me I mentioned Qualcomm. I don't remember it, but if you go look at Qualcomm's chart, that thing went stupid. Rogue was in it all day. Like she was printing all morning for like 2 hours straight. So I saw a couple of you guys getting that as well. Rivian had some news, and I saw it. Pause, and then it pulled back. We bought right at 11.8. You know, I bet you a lot of people bought calls at the top and got clapped, but we were patient and got a perfect second entry. Like, I don't want to say it's hard to get it perfect, but just the fact that it bounced at 11.8 and then went back to higher day, that's how you day trade. You know, you want to get in at precise levels, because if you get in at the wrong time, it puts you in tough situations. So, long story short, today was wild. Even if you missed something I said at 10:30, 11, 12, I mean, I was on till 3, so I saw new people getting on all day. If that was your first experience on voice trade, I actually prefer it, to be honest with you, because as you guys see, I just sit there and I analyze something and I just tell you what's going to happen. It's so easy. So I'll try to get it on more often, especially if you guys like it, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's just so much easier to communicate via voice. So I enjoyed it. We had fun. Can't believe we stayed on all day. It was pretty crazy, but yeah, man, that's what happened this week. You know, the swing trades I'm in. And yeah, see what happens tomorrow. I'll see what news we get. We do have a bunch of jobs report. I'll see how that the futures react to that. But other than that, man, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. And we do have our guest speaker today that's gonna go over how futures works. Futures trading. That's what he trades, futures contract. So I believe he was going long NASDAQ today when we were in the queue. So, you know, they're parallel. They work together. So what we talk about, I'm sure he understands as well. Yeah. Do you wanna go ahead and talk now, or do you wanna wait till towards the end? It's up to you. You tell me. You might have to unmute yourself, or you can write me in the chat.
His name in the chat.
J Naz.
Talk now, why not?
I don't see a J Nas.
Yeah.
You see him?
I don't see a J.
J Naz.
He was on earlier, and then he dropped. It was just me. Oh, he's on now.
I don't see no J Nas.
I just added him.
Oh my God.
Well, maybe. Can you hear me, bro?
Is he in your chat? He's not in the.
He's not in the voice channel.
Yeah, he's not with us. He might be on.
I'm looking at him in the chat right now. I see, you guys don't see jmoneyy with 2 Y's?
Oh, jmoneyy. Yeah,
jmoneyy.
Oh, jmoneyy.
Oh, that's the display name's different.
jmoneyy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we see him.
Like the same jmoneyy that we see every day, or a different jmoneyy?
No.
That's a different one.
Oh, okay. I'm like, hold on. I didn't know jmoneyy had the juice like that. If you're on here, jmoneyy. If you're on here, jmoneyy with 1 Y.
No, we can't hear you.
Yeah, he's off mute.
What the heck? I mean, does anybody know why we can't hear him? I mean,
It has to be on his side.
Yeah.
He's not server muted. It's nothing like that.
Leave the voice chat and come back in.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Excuse me, YouTube. We're having technical difficulties.
You gonna edit this out, right, Andy?
Yeah.
Our chat is so big and popping. We're having technical difficulties.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people in here today.
Period.
5.
Yeah, like 30 plus.
25.
Of
Yeah,
course,
29.
when I have a guest speaker, it doesn't work.
Yeah, third of the Discord's in here.
jmoneyy, where you at?
For years, a lot of people have been talking to me about futures. They're like, "Yo, you gotta try it. I need to try it eventually." People keep telling me that. So
I've always been confused on what futures are, to be honest.
It's like anything. It's like everything you can trade, like soybeans, ETFs. I've heard. You know, it's like crazy.
There's the whole Nasdaq though, or the whole S&P, NDX, like the whole thing.
The NQ, MNQ.
Yeah, is basically like technology in the S&P.
I heard those were expensive.
You buy lots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's like
I'm gonna work my way up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna work my way up there.
And it's like a fixed amount. Like, you know, like I've heard it's like per tick is like an X dollar amount, you know, for its ticker. And then you just
Who's
buy.
talking right now?
Oh, Andy.
Andy,
okay. Just want to know. I didn't want to look through the thing. Okay, Andy.
Yeah, it's like lots are like I mean, I'm sure he'll go through it, but like it's like a specific amount. It goes up per tick, you know.
Disconnect him, OptionsKing, so he can reconnect.
Oh, he's trying right now.
Oh, okay. I was gonna try and disconnect. So,
why is it not working? What the heck?
I have no clue.
jmoneyy.
That's crazy, bro.
I have no clue. I muted.
Do you have his cell phone number?
I do.
Can you just give him a call and tell him, bro, can you log off and get back in? Because
I'm trying.
Just logged off.
I kicked him. But like,
How's your straddle doing, Rogue?
It's not. It might get clapped, but however, since I did a chip ETF with Nvidia and SMCI pumping, hopefully that'll bring it back up. But it's like neither side is printing right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, but like a straddle is basically just like you have one going in either which direction, and then one. Okay.
But
just wondering, and what do you trade on that you can see it after hours? Because anytime I swing something, I can't see my gains until the next morning.
It's only a feature on Schwab, and I can only see it if that strike that I picked goes in the money.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Can you see it on Robinhood also?
Huh?
You can see it on Robinhood under the simulated. It moves aftermarket.
Oh, okay. I don't use Robinhood, so I'm not familiar.
Yeah, they just implemented that. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
So how are you lining up like your puts and calls, Rogue, when you straddle?
You really. So technically, I've been strangling because a straddle is when you do the same strike, you just do a call or put. So a straddle is like a 55 call and a 55 put.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, we've been strangling because I've been picking a different strike and a different call and a different put. But I try to do them evenly priced. So let's say if the 56 call is $1.80, I'll try to find a put that's around that same price, making sure it's still within 2 to 3 strikes of being at the money. And then I also have to check the implied move. And I have this website, it'll show you like, okay, for earnings, this stock has to go to this dollar amount for it not to be IV clap. So I always make sure the strangle strikes that I pick are within that implied move, so that way we'll print. Because one time I got clapped on Starbucks, I was so mad. Starbucks beat, and I picked the 99 calls because the 99 calls had the most open interest, and it opened up at like 98. It was a big beat. It opened up at like 98 from like $91, and I looked at my contracts in the morning, and I was down like 20%, and I didn't understand why, and then I was like, oh shoot, because it didn't go in the money. But luckily the IV wasn't as high enough, so I didn't take that big of a loss. But yeah, that's another thing you want to do. You want to always make sure the strike that you're picking for earnings is within that implied move, so that way you'll print.
Can you drop that website in the chat?
Within that implied move, I'm trying to still figure out what that means. That's genius, and you're doing your thing.
Implied move. So an options contract is very intricate and is very deep and is complex. So you have something called the Greeks, right? So there's going to be an implied move built into that contract. Basically what traders are betting the range is going to be up or down. So if you buy an option that's not within the implied move is not going to be profitable. You need like, say you pick the 170, you want the 170 to go in the money if it was really far out of the money, or it's going to get clapped.
And so is it possible for the first contract out of the money to be outside of that range? Or if you're always choosing the one that's next, you'll be inside of that range?
Well, I mean, so just say Netflix is at 600, right? And the implied move is 30. If you pick a strike that's like above like 30, the 30 range is not going to hit. It's still going to be outside of the money when the market opens. So if you factor in the IV coming off the contract and it not being in the money, that's what claps them.
So look.
When you say 30 move, you mean like 630, right? Because you started with the example of
Yeah. So if you buy like the 635 calls in the morning, you're gonna be like, "Ooh, I'm gonna hit so hard," and then you're gonna be mad because it never hit. When something hits, it's called going in the money. Like, the contracts are meant to go in the money. That's your goal. You buy something, go in the money. You know.
I'm about to share my screen so y'all can see this real quick.
Is that like just with earnings, or is that with any swing trade?
No, just for earnings.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm about to share my screen real quick because I can give you a quick, good visual on this. Can y'all see my screen?
Yep.
No.
I can.
How do I see it?
You have to click watch stream.
Click on her name.
In the
Oh,
chat?
see it now.
In the chat? Okay.
Yeah. So this is the website I use. So it's Options AI. It's a great tool. So I ain't gonna say next big earnings, but next earnings coming up is Oracle, right? So I'm gonna search Oracle, and if I want to straddle Oracle, I'm gonna come to this website. And
wait. I don't see your screen.
Go to the voice chat and click on her name.
Go
but it
to
paused.
the voice chat and click on her name.
And then it should say watch stream.
Yeah, it should say watch stream.
Okay, wait 1 second for me, guys. Hold on, let me find her name out of all these people. Watch stream. Got it. Okay.
All right. So this, I posted this link in the chat. So what you're gonna do? You're gonna come up here and search. So I already searched for Oracle. Search for ticker, and basically it's gonna tell you. So Oracle reports on, I think, the 18th, right? So it's going to give you all of the options expiration dates, the contract dates, and the implied move for those dates. So Oracle has an implied move for the March 15th contracts of 7.1%, and the IV is at 72%. So right here, this green number of $122 is saying Oracle has to go to $122 in order for it to be profitable on the call side for the IV, because the IV that's priced into the contracts, or for the puts, it has to go to 106 for the IV that's priced into the contracts for it to be profitable. So
you buy both.
Well,
yes, man.
I buy a put and a call, but I buy the call within the current price range of 114 to 122. I probably would do like the 115s, and then I will buy my put from 114 to 106, and I would probably do like the 112s or 113s, probably like the 112s.
We're about to become millionaires, man. What the hell?
So just to piggyback on that, let me dumb it down real quick. So what happens with earnings, right? If you go look at a contract, the price of it is called premium. So when the IV, it's a Greek, goes up on a contract, the contract gets more expensive. So the most expensive contract you can buy is before earnings because they're juiced. The IV is high. And the next day after earnings, the IV completely crashes. So you can have an option that's at 30%, and then on earnings day, it's at 120%. Well, in the morning, it's going to drop from 120% IV to, say, 50. So it's math. You do the percentage of how much it dropped, and you multiply it times the number, and it tells you how much premium will come off the contract. So that's why people get clapped. They don't understand they're buying expensive contracts that are priced way too high, and they don't
Right.
know the next day it automatically is going to be down. That's why you have to be in the money to be profitable.
But if you buy a little bit further out, would that help with more time?
Yes, exactly.
Well, so this shows you. So let's say you wanted to. So earnings is next week. So this line I'm on right here shows you the contracts for next week. Let's say you want to go for the week after next. So the IV, it's less. It's 56%. It's still elevated because if we look at the IV for this week on Oracle, it's only 37%. But going out, it does help because the IV is a little less, so you mitigate your risk that way as well.
I thought IV was good. I thought the higher the implied volatility, the better.
It just means that the market makers are expecting a very, very huge move, and if that move is not made, then that's bad. If you're in that contract, if it's not made in your direction, then that's bad. You get IV clap because what they priced into that premium, it didn't pan out, so you won't you won't take any profits. So IV isn't bad. It's just if it doesn't move in the way that the IV was expected to move, that they implied it to move, then you get clapped. All that IV comes off.
So Courtney,
go ahead. Let me explain something to you guys. That's why I tell you guys to play the run up. Because think about it for a second. If you buy a contract on Monday that expires Friday, if it's going to gain value throughout the week and get more expensive because of IV, that's why you can make money beforehand, take risk off the table and not get clapped. Because y'all was in Soundhound up huge. You swing. I bet you the IV was at like 600% and y'all didn't know that because it's a really volatile stock. Those small stocks that can move 30% in a day, the IV on those contracts are always over 200%. Go look. So that shit probably got cut in half. You automatically get clapped. You have no chance. You need to be in the money. So
no, I agree with you. What's the difference between that 1 month that you have on the left? You see right next to fast trades from the chart, it has like a filter of 1 month.
It's showing you, I think, dates for a month out, I think.
Is that what you're using?
Yeah.
Filtering between like the other?
I just keep it at the 1 month because I play earnings with weekly contracts. So this just shows me all the strikes for a month out. That doesn't really matter. As long as you have a week on here, you should have at least 1 month on here. As long as you have a month on here, you're fine because this is showing you contracts. If you look below, March 15th, so 8 days from today, which is next week. Then this shows you 15 days from today, which is 2 weeks from now. It just shows you the different strikes. So it's showing me 1 month of expirations.
And so can you just kind of explain implied volatility one more time? Is it different with earnings and regular contracts, or is it?
Yes. It's so let's go back to Oracle, right?
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna pull up Oracle's chart. Can you see trading view? See that?
Yes.
You see my charts? Okay, so let's look at Oracle. Today is Thursday, March 7th. We go down here to the earnings thing for Oracle. They report on Monday, March 11th. All right, so for this week's contracts on Oracle, let's look at the IV. Oracle's contracts is only at 37%. That's average IV. All contracts will have IV no matter what, no matter if they have earnings or not. It's just when IV gets pumped because market makers are expecting a big move, and that's typically around earnings. So this week, Oracle has 37% IV on all its contracts. That's pretty average for Oracle. Next week, when they report, the IV jumped up to 72%. So it almost doubled, and that is because of earnings. Because market makers are expecting a big move due to what Oracle report for earnings. So they go in and the premiums get juiced because of that. When you add more IV onto a contract, the premiums increase in value. And you can piggyback off of that too, OptionsKing, if you want.
I wanted to finish off by saying, it's reality. Traders, if you trade almost every day, you guys like playing earnings. Like, I've had a Discord for a while and y'all always been obsessed. So it's important to know what's going to happen when you play earnings, because a lot of times people are so clueless when they don't win. So, long story short, if you kind of know how to play it better, I bet you'll be more successful. So if you're going to do something and put your money at risk, you want it to be the highest chance of making money. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, J Money, does your mic work now?
I'm in my stream, y'all.
Yeah, I think I'm good now, bro.
Yeah, it's working.
What's up, bro?
What's up,
J
man?
Money.
Wait, you cut out. You said this is.
Oh my lord. Oh, J Money.
Yo.
Okay.
Y'all can hear me? I'm good.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, what's up, man? I was kind of getting bored out. Y'all talking about options, so I'm gonna tell y'all a little backstory. A little backstory of me first. So I started trading around 2019, 2020, COVID area. It seemed like that's when everybody started trading and getting rich. So I wanted to get a little piece of that. So I started out with options. Followed the guy that's from Charlotte. You guys might see him on Instagram, Isaac Suffering. And it was in his group chat for a while. Following his signals, grew my account a little bit, but just couldn't find the profitability that I really wanted to on options. I hear y'all keep saying getting clapped. I was one of those people that was getting clapped in options all the time. So options just wasn't for me. I think it was because of picking contracts, that implied volatility thing you guys are talking about now, and just Greeks, deltas, all that good stuff that you have to, look into before you picking the contract size. I think that's what held me back from being profitable at options. And honestly, I was just really, really a gambler when it came to options. I was always an XPA OTDs. I liked it because of how fast it moved, how fast you can get those, sudden moves right there at the opening bell. So options for me just wasn't the case. When I got introduced to futures, it was amazing. So tonight I'm gonna break down, some of the differences between options and futures, why I made the switch, and how you guys can get started. So first thing first, futures, they're just like stocks. It's a contract agreement to buy and sell a specific commodity at a predetermined price at any time. So I don't want to break it down too much to confuse you guys, but literally you're same thing with options. You want to buy low, sell high for that profit. So that's a little bit about futures. I mean, the main part you want to take away from it. So don't get it confused. It's just like options, but a buy low, sell high. Everybody still with me? Still with me?
Yep.
Cool. So, for example, one of the things that I trade the most is NQ, which would on options be QQQ, obviously. So in futures you have points, ticks, and pips. So a point is simply like if, let's say, SPY is at 450 and it moves up to 451. That is a dollar movement in options. So in futures, if oil CL is at 68 and it moves 1 point up to 69, that's literally what a point is. So in my chat, like I tell people, I like to secure about 20 to 30 points in the trade in NQ. We'll break down the equation and the math in a little bit here later on, but just remember a point is just like a dollar movement when it comes to futures. So you might hear somebody say, yo, I just got 20 points on NQ. That's like, yo, I just got a $20 move on SPY. And you know how crazy that is when it comes to profit. Then you have something called ticks. Ticks is the price movement that occurs on the right side of the decimal. A tick is the smallest possible price change. So different markets have different tick sizes. So for example, the S&P 500 has a tick size of 0.25 and like CL oil has a tick size of 0.01. So me personally, I don't get into the tick size and all that good stuff. I just keep it simple with the points with it. But I mean, I got to tell you about this just in case. And then you have pips, and pips usually refers to currency pairs. So like USD slash Euro EUR. Me personally, I don't trade Forex. I keep it simple with NQ, XBX, RTY, YM, those type of things. But in futures, when it comes to the money, you want to remember points, ticks, and pips, but mainly just focus on points unless you're trading like Forex currency pairs and stuff like that. Let me get to the PowerPoint. Hey, you guys got any questions right now?
Yeah, that's funny. I got a question.
What's up, boss?
So on an average week or an average trade, can you give us like an average low and a high for like how much these contracts cost, so we can have an idea? Because I know they are more expensive than options, right?
So here's the thing with futures trading, it's all about leveraging. So, and that's the good thing about futures. So, for example, NQ somewhere trading around 18,000, right? I don't know too many people starting out trading futures that has $18,000 in their account. So with these brokerages, depending on what broker you use, I mean, you can trade Tradevate, which that's what I do. You can trade Ninja Trader, KOT Forex. It's a lot of different brokerages out there for you to trade on futures. So for example, depending on your leveraging and your margin and your brokerage, you can start an account as low as with $500. That's a pretty low amount. I usually tell people to start a futures account with around $2,000 just so they can leverage. Because like you said, these contracts they're pricey, but like I said, at the end of the day, it's just all about how your brokerage is leveraging things. So for me, I would start out with a $2,000 account and kind of sort of, one con thing. For example, NQ is worth 1 point move is worth $20. So if you're taking a loss on that and you lose, you got one contract and let's say you plan it to the upside and it drops 20 points. So that's 20 times 20, that's $400 loss right there.
Word. How much is what's the SPY called in futures terms?
The S&P 500 or ES.
So the NQ's 18 racks. How much is this SPY? Is it like the same, like really expensive for one?
Nah, not really expensive. I'm trying to find it in my PowerPoint for you very quickly. So for example, the S&P contract is $50 times the price of the index. So if the index is trading at 2250, the value of one E-mini S&P contract would be 112,500. If that makes sense. So a contract value is calculated by multiplying the size of the contract by the current price.
Word. Yeah.
And another example, one contract of gold futures represents like 140 ounces. So a future contract has a standardized size that does not change, but it can be different from each product. I just don't want you guys to get too lost in all these terminologies and things like that. So,
is anybody that's on voice right now in my chat, have any of y'all traded futures or tried it before?
Never.
So to trade futures though, would you just go into like one of the trading platforms and then type in NQ? Like how do you trade futures? Does that make sense?
I got you. So I know a lot of you guys probably use Robinhood for options, right?
Webull,
Robinhood. I got you. So futures are not on Webull or Robinhood, so you'll have to. So like I said, you can use Tradevate, you can use Ninja Trader. So you just
Webull.
Are they about to come to Webull?
Yeah, they take an application.
That's lit.
Yo, that's lit. What the heck?
That's lit. I never knew that. That's crazy.
Yeah, there's a new tab.
I told y'all about Webull like 3 years ago. It's one of the best apps people sleep on. When I found out how to use it, it has so much technology, information, analytics. Like that's where I do all my scanning on Webull, and I just
Webull don't have fees either for options. So I wonder if they won't have fees for futures. if that's the case,
I'm move, bro.
Yeah, I'm making a move because to be real, so with TraderBait is where I have my live account, and I'm gonna tell you guys about prop firms too and futures too. That's another great thing that I preach to my members. So in TraderBait, the contract commission fee or whatever is $1.29 in the future. So I'm getting every contract I buy, I'm getting hit for $1.29. So in futures, with things like the indexes, you have a mini and you have a micro. So put this in your notes. Minis, I like to think of those as the big boys, the big leagues. And then you have the micros, which is the baby, the JV, your JV team versus, and then the minis are your varsity team in high school. So minis are the varsity team in high school, micros are the mini team in high school. So this is the great thing about futures. So with the minis, they're way more volatile. So like I said, in the minis, NQ, regular NQ contract, that thing moves $20 a point. So we got 2 contracts, which will be $40, and it moves 40 points. You got 40 times 40. You do the math that quick. And the way NQ moves, if you guys watching, 40 points can be grabbed in 20 seconds. I know people who look at QQQ chart to trade NQ. So whenever I'm in NQ calls, buys, I'm in QQQ buys on my Robinhood. So whatever QQQ does, NQ do. Whatever ES does, XPX and SPY is gonna do. So that's how you can kind of double up when it comes to futures, because you can get in, like I said, you can get in NQ and then you can get in QQQ on options. So that's kind of how you can double up. And then you got, like I said, MNQ, which is the baby. It's kind of less volatile. The price action is very better. It's very controllable, more controllable. Because regular NQ and regular ES, they're just so volatile it can blow your account if you don't really know what you're doing. So you can always trade micros, which is the smallest little value of the bigger indexes.
Yo, what's the price?
That's why NQ is QQQ and ES is SPX and SPY. Is that what you said?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yo, I got a question.
Don't man me.
So
what's up, boss?
So what's the price action like for the minis on like any given day? You know, so for QQQ SPYs, like if the market's like not too bullish like it is now, it used to be like 3 points up, 3 points down, sort of thing. You know, so how many points like can you see like on average? Not like on a bullish market. Like what can you see up or down? You know.
All right. For example, bro, like today we ran 233 points. I believe before we got out of the session today, trading session.
That's insane. So, 233 points times 20.
200 times 20. So let's say with futures. I'm gonna give you guys some more info on futures. Put this in your notes. So the futures markets open Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it goes from Sunday night, the New York session, until 5 p.m. that next day. So Monday, it'll close for an hour, and then it opens back up that same day at 6 p.m. and then it's the same thing. So really, futures is 6 days around the week. So it goes Sunday to Friday, 6 p.m. on Sunday. It closed for an hour at 5 p.m. and it opens back up at 6 p.m. the next day. So right now, if I wanted to, I could place a trade on NQ or any futures contract in general. So that's another great thing. Let's say if you got to work your 9 to 5 from 9:30 to 3, as soon as the market opens, as soon as the market closes, or at 4 o'clock, as soon as the market closes. Cool. Options are done. So what can I do now? Okay, I can trade futures after hour sessions, maybe the Asian session, London session, or the pre-market to the New York session. Pretty much whatever you see NQ doing nighttime after hour session, that's mostly how you guys swings are going to be in options when you wake up. I see OptionsKing posting on Instagram all the time in the morning the futures and how futures are lining up. Probably because he's looking at how his options kind of swings are going to be like when he wakes up on the building. So futures are definitely, you can definitely, you know what I'm saying, finesse the game and options by just paying attention to that.
Yo, I have a question. And
What's up, bro?
correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure the one thing about futures, you do not have theta decay, correct? So it doesn't lose, like if it just stayed flat, you wouldn't lose money.
Correct. That's another reason I switched. So in options, bro, I hated it. So, and it was kind of my fault when I first started because I was trying to hit a fucking home run and get $1 million in one trade, and just thought one trade could just run 1,000,000%. So with XPX, when I used to trade options, I get in or whatever, I go 100%. And you know, XPX ODTs, you guys, I'm pretty sure you guys all know how when it pulls back and it goes back up to that price, you know what I'm saying, you'll be down more if you don't average in. You guys get what I'm saying? So if I'm in XPX, it go 100%, it pulls back, goes right back to that spot where I was up 100%. I might not be up that same amount of money at all. So let's switch it to the future side. If I get an NQ, I'm up $300 in profit. She pulls back and goes back to that same spot where I was up $300 in profit. I'm still up $300 in profit. It's not gonna, you know what I'm saying, decay my contract. It's not gonna make my contract lose value, and it's not gonna give you that theta spike or that volume spike like option does. So if your contract pulls back in options, the only way that thing can get some more value is some more liquidity and volume is juiced back up in that contract. If you get what I'm saying. So if you want 300 and it pulls back and it goes back to the same spot that you was up $300 in, I mean, you'll just, you know what I'm saying, you'll be up that same amount. You won't have to worry about volume coming in or anything else like that.
Yo.
So with futures, is it like contracts? Do you buy multiple contracts? Kind of thing?
Yeah, so depending on your brokerage, me personally, I started off on KOT4X, and then my brokerage, my trading platform was MT4. You guys are probably familiar with MT4 and MT5 trade locker and things like that. Yeah, for Forex. So I started trading that platform or whatever, and it dealt with lot sizes and everything like that. It wasn't just making sense to me personally, so I wanted to switch to a different platform like TradeEvade and Ninja Trader, because there I can use contracts and it's just very simple. So I can give you guys, I have a diagram in here about lot sizes. If you guys want to write this, well, matter of fact, I'll just drop it right here in the chat.
Oh, just really quick, one of the things that's really amazing that I think you didn't mention is that there's no PDT rule. You can trade with, like you said.
Oh yeah.
2K.
That's also a killer though. That's also a killer though. That's good and bad. Yep. Let me tell you why it's bad. So when I first started off trading futures, like I said, he said that they had a PDT rule. So you really don't have buying power, as I can say it, because you're not losing it. So here you go. So I would start off trading futures. My first probably day trading futures, I probably placed around 40 to 50 trades, like in one night. That's like I was just trading all night. I probably stayed up for
because trades settle instantly.
Like, when I first started it was just crazy, and the way that how fast the money through the blockchain that it can get to your account was just insane to me. I would put $1,000 in my account. You know, options it probably take about 24 hours, or wire transfer. Blah, you got to play with margin, Robinhood. With futures through this brokerage I was using, I could just put the money on there, buy it through Bitcoin on Cash App. It'll take about an hour. My $1,002 will be in my account within an hour. I'm right on the screens trading. So I was up like 13 hours a day, bro. Like not getting no sleep. Basically burning myself out because I could trade all day long. Now that's what's killer. And that's what people in this industry don't tell you. They don't tell you, like, bro, don't overtrade. Me personally, even you can ask OptionsKing today. In my chat, I probably called out five signals today, and that's it. That's all you need. You catch a good 20 to 30, 40 points with NQ. I mean, in the right direction. I mean, that's just bread and butter. You don't even got to do too much after that. We made $1,000 before 9:30 today, and most of my guys was done for the day. So that's how fast futures and can give you some profits. Another thing is some days in options, the price action is fucking terrible. I mean, I know you guys can agree with me, but on the flip side, futures may be running perfectly smooth every day. Clean head and shoulders, clean bull flag, bear flags, clean breaking support, price action, higher lows, higher highs, whatever the case may be. So that was another reason I switched. So I switched because I can trade all day. I switched because of the leveraging option. I switched because of the price action was smoother. And another reason, I don't have to deal with the delta, the Greeks, theta, all that good stuff with like you have two options.
Yo, correct me if I'm wrong, but the difference between like a regular options contract chart and a futures chart, you guys do not have indicators, right?
Ooh, no, we do have indicators. So what I tell people, go ahead.
Like, you can put indicators like on the graph, like on the candlesticks and stuff. Because I thought you could.
Oh yeah. Like what, AMAs and things like that.
I'm like everything, because like on Webull you could put 100 different things on the graph. My boy used to trade futures and he told me you have no indicators. All you're looking at is the candlesticks.
Nah, fam. You can throw whatever you want to on there. You can throw VWAP on there. Like me personally, only indicator that I use is the 21 EMA. That's like my bread and butter when it comes to trading futures, especially on a day like today, trendy day. Me personally, I broke a couple of my rules today because there should have been no reason for me to sell the trade that I was in from the opening bell. I should have held that thing all day up until 3 o'clock. So I broke a rule today, so I kind of took an L on the day, even though I came out green. So I got to discipline myself for that. But for example, that 21 EMA on trending days like this, free game. If the price action is respecting that 21 EMA on trendy days, there's no reason to sell. But that's just free game for me. But yeah, bro, you can throw any indicator on futures. At the end of the day, guys, don't complicate it. Trading is trading. You guys know how to trade options. It's the same shit with futures. Now, what may be different is when you go to trade currency pairs and, the euro versus the yen, whatever that. I don't really deal with forex pairs and stuff like that, like GPY or whatever, GBJ or something like that. I don't really trade that because when it comes to news and different sessions, you got to be aware of that stuff. Me personally, I only care about America's news and what's going on in New York. I don't really care about what's going on in Asia and China and stuff like that. Because when I first started out trading futures, it was just so many things to trade, so I was just trying out everything. One night I got burnt trading down USD versus Euro, I believe, and after that I was just like, yeah, I'm not messing with that. Some news came out and I wasn't even aware of it. So if you go trade currency pairs and stuff like that, please be aware of the news that come out. Like I said, these markets, futures markets, are 24 hours. This market is way bigger than the options market, just because you're dealing with a whole lot. You're dealing with the whole world, and you know what I'm saying. Everybody's trading. Like right now in China, it's probably sunny, and they over there trading whatever they trade in their session. So just be mindful of that if you go trade overnight session with pairs and things like that.
And like the thing about futures though, like I'm gonna be honest with y'all, correct me if I'm wrong, like with options, you don't need to know how to read a chart. You guys know when you're just guessing, you're just picking random options. With futures, like you gotta know how to read the chart.
Yeah, you gotta know what you're doing.
I'm
gonna give you guys the story. So, y'all can hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
So one of my friends came from options, very profitable. He felt like he needed to throw, 10,000 into futures without knowing a thing about futures. He gets into natural gas, NG. That's a ticker for natural gas. Natural gas is pretty predictable, but it moves weird when it has news. So he goes and probably loads about half of his account size into natural gas. Loses the 5,000, and then he's holding believe in his bias or whatever, and eventually has to end up paying back his brokerage because he actually lost more money than his account. So in futures, you have a $10,000 account. Unlike options, when you get in a play, and let's say you size lottos, for example, you size it for 0. I put $50 into a lotto. The most I can lose is $50. But in futures, let's say you put in 50, get a contract or whatever, $50. You can actually lose more than that $50 and have to end up your brokerage.
Is it almost like shorting, where you have to pay the difference?
I'm sorry.
Oh, so
I can't hear you.
Or is it because you leverage?
You got to know you got to use margin.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't have to use margin. I can use the buying power that I have. With futures, you got to use margin. So that's why if you're wrong, you're going to be double wrong. With options, 500, I know I can just lose 500.
Right.
But on the flip side, with future, it's basically going to be double.
So wait, but it's
now think about it in a positive way. If you right in a trade, now think about how you see how it gets. Like you wrong, you're gonna get clapped. But if you right, it's like double the profit. That's how I look at it. It's like double the profit in options.
With money you don't have.
Yeah, with money you don't have because you're leveraging. So here's the part where it gets juicy. So if you're scared to go open a live account, that's perfectly fine. We have things called prop accounts in futures that you can trade.
Right.
So me personally, I always suggest new futures traders to prop firm first. If I would have learned how to prop firm, or if I would have learned anything about prop firm trading before I started trading, I would have saved thousands of dollars in my first 2 years trying to figure out the markets, especially when I first started trading futures. So basically, prop firms is you using somebody else's money to make money. So I use the prop firm Top Step, and I tell my members this too. So Top Step has 3 different account sizes. They got a 50K account, a 100K account, and a 150K account, which is $50, $100, and $150. So for example, with a 50K account in Top Step prop firm, it costs $50. They send you your credentials. You have an account balance of $50,000. And this is the eval of the challenge phase. So it takes 2 days to get funded. This is what I help members do in my chat. I help members get funded. And so it takes 2 days to get funded. And the 50K, all you have to make is a profit goal of $3,000. So the profit goal is $3,000. So that's $1,500 today, $1,500 tomorrow on the next trading day. Boom, you're funded. Trading in queue. And from the call outs that I give, just like this morning, we caught 20 points before the market opened, 2 contracts. That was like, I don't know, a quick 800 right there. Boom. Did another trade, quick 800. That's 1,600. Cool. You're done for today. Come back tomorrow, make another 1,500. You're funded. And then, so after you get funded, basically, they're giving you a live account. They're giving you a live account. You pay $150 activation fee. They send you your credentials, right? So then your account balance starts at $0. So whatever you make, so let's say if I get into my new funded account after just passing the challenge and getting a profit goal, passing it in 2 days, blah, 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 pay my $150. Now I'm in a funded live account. So let's say on the first day, I run that thing up to 10,000. Next day, 20,000, blah, blah, blah. All that money is mine. Now, here's the catch with prop firms, with Top Step prop firms. You have to go 5 days. It doesn't have to be consecutive, of just $200 plus. So some of my members, after they get funded, they just make $200 for 5 days green, and then you're eligible for a payout. So me personally, I've taken out over $15,000 from Top Step. And I did it off the $50 combine. So you tell me how that sounds to you. I took out $15,000 off of $50 because they give you the $150 back as a bonus to you after you get the payout. So all you got to do, and you're funded, is and all you got to do is get 5 days green of $200 plus. Don't have to be consecutive or in a row. It can be Monday I make $300. Tuesday I don't trade. Wednesday I make 300. Thursday I might have a red day. Friday I make 300. So on, so on. So it doesn't have to be consecutive. But as much as you run that account up, and I always tell my members to at least try to run their funded up to 20,000 before they, ask for a payout, because you got to go 30 days green to get a full 100% of your payout balance. But if you just go 5 days green of $200 more, you can get out 50% of whatever you got in there. So if I got 20,000 in there, after my 5 days green of 200 plus, whenever I hit that, I can take out 10,000. And they, like I said, they're going to give you $150 back for your activation fee.
Yo.
So that's the part of leverage.
So here's my question. So let me just backtrack real quick, right? So prop firms, okay? You're trading with money that the company gives you to prove yourself, so they give you a live funded account, right? So you're playing with their money, and if you're profitable before asking for a payout, the money that you make goes into the live account. Is that what I'm hearing? And then you
wait, go back for me a minute. So you said after you pass the account.
Yeah, so let's say I got a prop account for a 50,000 one, the lowest one, right? And over the course of 5 days, I make $1,000 every single day. Okay, so I got $55,000 in that account now, right?
So after you pass your challenge, after you get your challenge day, you get into your funded account. Right?
How much money is in that funded account?
It starts at zero. It starts at zero.
So
basically, it starts at zero. So you're starting fresh. So what you say, you make 1,000 for those 5 days.
So I got $5K.
That's $5,000. Bro. That's $5,000. That's all you. So on that 6th day or the next day, whatever it falls on, even a Saturday, you can process. You can be like, yo, Top Step, I want to take out a payout of $2,500, which is 50% of your account balance. You can take out whatever you want. You just can't take out the full. You just can't take out the full 5 bands until you go 30 days green, and they don't have to be consecutive either.
Oh, okay. So what is so a prop account? How is that? Oh, so the difference is you're not putting your own money to begin with. You have a challenge, and if you pass it, you're making money off someone else's money, and you're funding your account. Is that what it is?
Exactly,
there we go.
Bro.
Okay.
So you're leveraging. Okay. So that's another reason. That's why I always tell my members to try prop firms first. You're not putting that hard-earned work 9 to 5 money into a live account,
right?
Especially and you don't even know how to trade futures to begin with. So if you put $2,000 in a live account and you get a trade playing with futures, trying to figure it out, it gets smoked, they get clapped, you gonna be mad as hell. Like, damn, I just blew $2,000. But you can go to prop firms and just pay $50 or $100 or $150.
And they give you the investment to make money off of.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Exactly. So now this is what I tell my members. So you get funded. You pass your challenge, you get funded. You get your 200 green, blah blah blah. You're eligible for a payout now. So with that payout, I tell my members to take that payout and go to a live account. Transfer the payouts from the prop firm to the live account and run it up that way, or put the payouts from the prop firm into an options account. Maybe get some long-term stocks. Do it. You know what I'm saying? So you're leveraging. So you're using them. You ain't got to use your hard-earned work money. You use $50 to $150 out of your hard-earned work money, and you know what I'm saying. Then you can run it up. You can. I know a guy who took out over $50,000 from Top Step in prop firms.
Oh shit!
And
after a month,
he moved it to his live account.
After a month, he took out $50K.
Nah, I think he was working on that account for like three to 6 months.
Okay.
And you know what I'm saying? Okay. Eventually,
that makes sense.
He ran it up to about $120,000 on Top Step and took out a $50,000.
Oh, this was still this was still on the prop, the non-funded, the prop account, and he ran up the profits.
No,
took it out. Oh.
This was on the funded account.
Oh, okay.
Let me break it down one more time, please. I'm gonna break it down one more time. So, let's say if we go to TopStep.com, you gotta
start with a prop and with a funded.
Oh, okay. Stop with the prop account and then go to a funded account. Is that the terminology?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, so is it like paper trading almost?
Yeah. So you're like in a simulation. You're like in a demo in a challenge. So you pay the $50. you're in a demo and a challenge, blah blah blah. You got your profit target is $3,000 for the 50K, and you know what I'm saying. You're in a demo. All you got to do is show that you can make $1,500 2 days in a row, and then you're funded, and then they put you into a live account, which you're eligible for a payout now.
So if you don't make it, you ain't on the hook for no
That's
money.
what I was gonna
The
say.
max loss is 2K.
You gotta have the,
Yeah.
because if you're not consistent in the funded account, you're not gonna get paid. So you actually have the ability to trade. You know, you can't be.
So all you will lose is your $100 that you put
That's
up
all you lose
into the. Okay, I understand that. All right,
that's all you
thank
lose,
you,
bro.
thank you for clarifying. Okay.
So if you go to Top Step right now, I wish I could share my screen, but it wasn't working on the voice wasn't working on my monitor. They got the 50K. I'm looking at the 50K account right now. So you got a profit target of 3,000. Your max position, you can get up to 5 contracts. So what's 5 times 20?
100.
Okay, and let's say if you got 5 contracts in NQ and that moves 20
That's
points.
2K right there.
You give me the math.
That's 2K.
Easy. You know what I mean? Easy. But I'm not gonna say just go in here and YOLO your account just to try to pass it, because it's the psychology behind this. It's at the end of the day, it's trading. So this is where prop firms can kind of fuck your head up. So in this 50K account, you got a profit target of 3,000, but you also have a daily loss limit of 1,000. So if you lose $1,000, you cannot trade anymore. You can't trade anymore for the day. You have to wait until 6 p.m. the next day when futures open. Well, 6 p.m. that day when futures the market opens again. So in a 50K account, you got $1,000 loss limit. So you cannot lose 1,000. If you lose 1,000 2 days in a row, the account challenge is over. You have to pay $50 again to reset your account and try to pass the challenge.
50K again to reset it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then with the 100K, your max loss limit is 3,000. So you can't lose 3K 2 days in a row. And you have a profit target in 100K of 6,000. So you need to make 3,000 2 days in a row, and then you're funded. 150K, you got a profit target of 9,000. All you need to make is 4,500 2 days in a row, funded. In 150K, you can get up to 15 contracts. In 100K, you can get up to 10 contracts full size.
Right. Okay. So, and you don't have to request a payout till you don't want to, and you feel confident enough to go to a live account, right? And then you get your money.
Correct. So after you pass your account challenge, after you hit that profit target, blah blah blah, do whatever you need to do. They send you a certificate, telling you that you're a funded trader, you passed prop firm, blah blah blah. Then they put you into that live account. Like I said, you just got to go 5 days of $200 or more. Don't have to be consecutive, and then you can request a payout. Me personally, I started one with my chat 2 weeks ago. We did a 50K. We got it funded in 2 days. The first day on that account, I ran it up to 2,500. 2,500. That's my account balance in there now. All I gotta go is 4 more days. So I can go 4 more days and just make simply $202, and then I'll be eligible for a payout. If that
and then you
sense.
Take that money and you put it in your funded.
I'm sorry, you said what?
What are the percentage payouts I can request? Anything I want, I can take out 99% if I wanted to.
No, you can take out. So you can take out 99. You can take out 100% of your account after 30 days green. So if you go 30 days, just like I said, making $1. And just going finishing green in profit of the day, that counts as a day. So you can go 30 days making $2. After that 30 days green, you can take out the whole amount, but your account gonna be closed because it ain't no money in there. You feel me? You withdrew everything. If that makes sense.
Money out, it's over.
Yeah, once you take all the money out, it's over. So for me, on my first payout from Top Step, I ran it up to 20K. Off of the 50K account, off of $50, I took out 10 bands, and so they reset my account at 10 bands. You know what I'm saying? I still had 10,000 in my funded live account to trade and make money, and all you got to do is go 5 days green again of 200 or more and get another payout. So you can get a payout every single week, And the way they have their payouts, they have it. You can do wire, ACH, or you can do this thing called Wise. Wise, I use Wise. So Wise, you can transfer. I mean, you can process it as long as it's processed before 10 a.m. Central Time, which is 9 a.m. I think it's 11. I don't know.
I think it's 11.
One of the two, but yeah, I think it's 11. So as long as you process it before 10 a.m. Central Time, that should be there the same day. Like I took out that 10K at 9:30 that morning, right as soon as the bell opened for New Year's session. It hit my direct deposit in like 2 to 3 hours. So, that'd be the good thing about it too.
Can they pay me in Bitcoin?
Huh? I don't really know about that. I know other brokerages can. Like if you go through KLT4X, which you will be starting a live account brokerage, and I think they got a funded program as well. But yeah, I think they can pay you in Bitcoin, but I know Top still probably won't pay you in Bitcoin. They'll probably just pay you with bread.
Like, because you mentioned like being able to convert your money from Bitcoin to put it in there, so I was assuming then you could turn it into Bitcoin when you take it out. But.
Yeah. You can, like I said, on this brokerage called KLT4X, which is the one I started off on first when I first started trading futures. You can get paid in Bitcoin because I used to have to put the money in Cash App, buy Bitcoin, and then transfer it to the brokerage. So yeah, you can do it. It just depends on the brokerage that you have.
A few years back, I was actually doing something, and I got paid in crypto. And the cool thing about getting paid in crypto is if you're getting paid at a time price is about to go, you got initial amount, but you're actually making money off of an asset because cash doesn't make money. But if you have crypto mark and you get paid this and it goes to this, it's kind of like free money. So,
right. That's a good thing about it.
Make everybody pay you in Ethereum. All it does is go up. Come on.
But with futures, like I said, you can dive in. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, trading is trading. Like I went from options to futures. I didn't really change. Only thing I changed as far as going from options to futures is my risk parameters and my risk management. I definitely tightened up on my risk management a lot more in futures. Definitely got more discipline with my rules because the overtrade can kill you. I had a member in my chat. He made 8,000, and at the end of the day, negative 2,000. Because he was just overtrade. You know what I'm saying? That overtrading shit with futures, you ain't got that PDT rule or that out of buying power. You keep going until you ain't got no money in your.
Just start ODing, going crazy on that.
I'm telling you, bro. The first night I traded futures, 45 to 60 trades. I'm like, no cap. My MT4 was loaded with orders, and I was just like, dog, I can't keep doing this shit. Like, I would make money, and then I would probably get in another trade and lose the same amount.
So for anybody that's listening right now, if they liked everything that you explained to us and they want to contact you, what would be the best way for them to reach you? Like Instagram, or what would it be so they know?
You guys can just hit me right here on the Discord. You guys can hit my Instagram. I'll drop that in the link. I'll drop that in the chat as well. We had a link for monthly subscribers, but I kind of changed the parameters around my chat. So we just do one-time fees now, which isn't bad. You can make the one-time fee back in a week that you're in our chat. But for the most part, my goal for the chat is I preach leverage. So I preach to my members to definitely do prop first, especially because a majority of my chat does prop first, and it's easier, it's less risk. It's like a less risk, high reward opportunity. So I teach that. I also trade a live account as well. So for people that just want to be like, bump the live account. Bump the prop first. I want to have daily withdrawals instead of waiting to make 200 plus, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? I'm still live. I trade prop first as well. So either way, we goody.
Yeah, I learned a lot. Like I said, I've heard bits and pieces of futures, and people have told me I got to check it out. But
you got to, bro. Because I need a swing futures trader. Because I can't swing very well. Fuck.
let me give you guys an example of what I'm thinking about, right? So say we get good news over the weekend. We know the futures are going to open green on Sunday at 6, but we know by the time market opens, it's going to be way higher. So we long NQ overnight, and we're confident. You could go to sleep if you wanted to. I'm not advising that, but, somebody like me, I could determine, if it's going to keep running. You could just buy it and go to sleep. I know people that buy. I've seen people talk about stuff like that. I mean, I don't advise. I don't know that price is going to continue up, but that's an example. Say the Ukraine war ended. We buying some calls.
Mm-hmm. One of my admins in the chat does that, bro. He'll get in NQ. Like I said, the other night he got an NQ longs. He woke up to like 8 bands. And, he was like, "Yeah, I'm done for the day." As soon as the bell hit, he got that opening candle. He's like, "Yeah, I'm done for the day." No, that's another thing about futures. You can be done way before the market is over. So, even started.
I mean, it's flip side. One's day, one's kind of night.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I got a quick question. So, I was looking you said ES runs with SPY and SPX, right? So, ES is up $75, I guess, going into tomorrow, right?
I'm going to look at the chart right now.
Yeah. And so
you're looking at ES with the explanation point, right? ES
I believe so, yeah, right?
Yep.
So they up $75, right, from the close, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, so would that be an indicator that SPY or SPX is then going to gap up in the morning, or not necessarily?
So this is what you want to do. So, like I said, after hours, after 6 p.m., it's trading like regular, right? So if you go to Robinhood right now, you go check SPY and go look at it and see what it's doing overnight. It's doing whatever this ES is doing. So ES can go and run upside 70 points, whatever it do right now. But if buyers don't hold that by the morning time, and when pre-market futures get into play or pre-market options get into play, then it ain't gonna mean nothing. You know what I mean? It's just we call the trade to the upside. By the time the morning time got here, you know what I'm saying, ES not tanked and whatever the case may be. So you want to guide it off of that. I would just be up around 8 o'clock and looking at the futures market then to determine how my swings would turn out.
I got you. So even though it's up right now, it's still, it's trading. So I guess overnight trading, it could gap back down then.
Correctly, bro. So it could be up right now. We go to sleep, wake up, that shit could be flooded, done died. You know what I'm saying? Or it could done ran again. Here recently, in the past few weeks, NQ been killing overnight. I know you guys, I seen OptionsKing posting that he be in QQQ calls overnight and swings, waking up to 100%. So if you guys are waking up to 100% in QQQ calls, just think about the overnight run that NQ had for that to happen.
Got you.
You could have been making stupid bread.
Yeah. So, Thank you.
Download the CNBC app. So that's where you can see live futures. So to get yourself familiar with what you're looking at, download CNBC. You can add futures to your watch list. I have oil, I have the dollar, I have the yields, gold, Bitcoin, VIX, natural gas. So I could look at what are different futures are doing throughout tonight to determine tomorrow. So say I'm watching gold futures and I'm like, whoa, gold is breaking a certain level. I'm gonna play gold tomorrow. When depending on what the US dollar is doing, it affects the market. So if I know the dollar up, in my head I'm like, oh, we might be bearish tomorrow. I gotta look for puts. So
that's free game right there. That is free game, bro. A lot of people don't know that. Whatever the dollar is doing, the NQ and SPY is gonna do the opposite.
That's what I tell people, is something most people don't know because people just don't know. But y'all have seen me talk about that for a while on Instagram if you've been following me. But when the dollar goes up, it usually has a negative effect on stock prices. When it's down, so the dollar's been going down the past week and the market's been going up.
Yeah. So that same rule applies to futures when you trade in NQ. Like I said, if OptionsKing say oh yeah, I'm in QQQ puts. That can be your trigger if you're a futures trader to get an NQ sales or NQ puts, whatever you want to call it. So if you want to get in QQ buy, QQ calls, I can go over here and get an NQ buys. You know what I'm saying? And the price is just going to do the same thing. You probably get paid out more in futures depending on how you solve it and everything, but it's essentially the same thing. Same thing with SPY and ES. I think what's different is when you get to RTY, which is futures, and YM, you'll just have to look at stocks in that particular index, and just like I said, you'll follow it the same way. So 4 of the things that I trade on futures that pays my bills, obviously NQ, that's my favorite. Then the ES, RTY, and YM. So those are only 4 things that I trade day to day. Pretty much whatever NQ and ES is doing, I mean, they're basically feeding off each other. Now, the other day, I think ES broke out and NQ was chopping. So, you know what I'm saying, you just have certain things like that. RTY and YM, they're pretty predictable. It's pretty smooth price action. Now, NQ is a little bit more volatile. And if you just watch futures, you'll understand because the wicks on NQ are insane. But like I said, you always got the micro. You can always trade MNQ or MES, which is, or MYM, MRTY, which is way less volatile. The profit is just different. It's just like I said, it's like the JV versus the varsity.
Does RTY, doesn't that run with IWM?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's the Russell, right? Okay.
Yes,
all right.
And then YM is the Dow.
Okay. All right.
They have, stuff like that. When you're trading futures, it's fixed. There's no variables. It either goes up or goes down.
Like, for example, we can get in a futures long, and, as long as we got the money in our account and the market is pushing upside, you can stay in that trade forever. You can swing all day. It's never an expiration date.
So, it's a little different, but long story short, you gotta know how to trade at the end of the day, whatever it is. So,
at the end of the day, trading is trading. You gotta know how to trade. That's another thing about futures. Like I said, we can get in a long right now, and if it keep pushing for a whole week, and then we be up 20,000 when we come back to our entry, we're gonna be right back down $0. It ain't gonna be, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna you gonna need the data and everything. But essentially, it's all the same shit.
So let me ask you a question. So, do you ever pay attention to when stocks have earnings and buy futures depending on that? Because I'll give you an example. The day NVIDIA had earnings, we knew...
I already knew you was going to say NVIDIA, dog.
If we see NVIDIA pop, we know from where the Qs are right now, they're going to rip 8. So imagine you buy a future contract once you see NVIDIA pops, and by the time you wake up and move 500 points.
I want you guys to go to your chart. I want you guys to look at NQ. I want you guys to look at the NVIDIA earnings when it popped, and then I want you to compare it to NQ chart side by side. That NQ candle literally ripped 200 points, and it never stopped overnight. I think it finished with 388 points for the whole day.
Yeah, futures were ripping all night. They just kept going higher that day.
Just kept going higher. And today I thought we would break all-time highs, but we rejected there and dipped off pretty hard. But honestly, tomorrow for NQ, I believe we break high.
I'm bullish.
Yeah, I'm bullish tomorrow.
Just like you said, it hit resistance. You thought it was going to hit all-time highs. We were on voice, and I told you guys the QQQ has a double top. So it's the same thing. He's just trading the whole thing. We're trading the ETF,
I'm super bullish tomorrow, especially if we get that breakout of all-time highs. Just throw your fibs on there, or whole numbers, psych levels. This market blessing the hell out of tech, man. So
I was in your chat at like 12:30, and that's when we were talking about the Qs breaking out, and I saw you post a play to go long there, so we were doing the same thing.
Yep, same shit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Easy money, bro. Like I said, we made that one play that I called right before market open. I think it was around like 9:15ish, 9:10. I made 1,000 with like 30 points right before the market opened. If we would have held that opening candle, that would be crazy.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me tell you guys something crazy, right? So, you know how I'm always talking about reports at 8:30? So, hypothetically speaking, we know that the jobs number at 8:30 is going to rip the market. We could buy up right before the news comes out, and boom, you're up in 10 seconds. So,
hey, that shit is crazy, bro.
You got to know what's going to happen. But you can make a bag like that. I know people that do that.
Yeah, it's risky too. If you ain't on the right side of that news,
oh no, for sure.
I don't get a burden like that.
We've hit many inflation reports, no lie, because the last year we knew it was gonna go down, so we always bet up. And you know, the Nasdaq sometimes rips like 400 NQ, 400, a minute. So if
every time we get news, bro, it's like every time, like when Jerome was on stage yesterday and the day before, NQ was just ripping or dumping. I mean, 8:30 session when news come out. So what I tell people trading futures, if you can't trade the opening session in futures, because it's way more volatile than options, wait until the 10 o'clock candle or the 10:30 candle, because that's usually when all the news is, out the door, unless we got a Fed meeting at 2 p.m. Usually all the news is out the door, and for futures, after that 10:30 barrier, price action is way more cleaner. There's a trend. You can obviously see what kind of trend we in, and it's just way more profitable.
Sometimes you gotta wait till 10:30 to see where it's really going, and then it usually keeps going that way. So follow the trend.
Follow the trend. That's what I tell people, man. That's follow where the money going. That's the easiest way. Fuck all that trying to, it's cool. This is what I tell people. It's cool when you time the bottom and the top, but how many times had this market faked out bears thinking that we was going to hit the top and die? Just like today. Today was a pretty cool example. Like, yeah, if you would have called puts right there at the top, for that little drop that we had right there at the end of the day, cool, but there's just no way that I'm just simply taking that trade off of, it's a double top here. The way this market been, it's super hard to short this. We just been pulling back, finding support, and bouncing right back again. I told my chat, I seen a daily bull flag on NQ, and that's what kind of broke us out again today. So it's hard shorting this market right now. So I just say wait on retest and pullbacks. Just follow that trail.
You buy the dips in bull markets, you short the rips in bear markets.
Thanks.
Yes, sir.
It was a good session though, man. Definitely gonna be locked in with you guys. I actually loaded my options account up, so I'm gonna be following you guys' option plays. I'm gonna just let that account ride with OptionsKing plays and see how far you can take it. So definitely gonna be investing into the chat. Like I said, if you guys want my information, I'm gonna drop that down, or you can just hit me in Discord. But I respect you guys' mentor, you guys' leader. You got some great things coming up for you guys. I already know, and I'm glad I'm a part of it. So this is dope, man.
And the story I told you guys today, like how I met him is funny, but I know him in real life, so that's what's cool about it. He's not like a stranger to me. So
facts. You get a lot of furus in this market. Me personally, it's some crazy stuff going on with the previous chat I was in, and the mentor. He taught good stuff, but in reality, the guy was a furu, and it got out. So don't get misled in this industry with the furus and stuff like that. That's the thing about trading now. You can literally go on YouTube and find it back in like 2017, 2015, stuff like that. You couldn't find nothing on trading. So stick to the people that's really know what they're doing, that's really do this in real life. Me personally, I'm a full-time trader. This is what pays the bills for me. I take this shit very seriously. I thought about quitting many times, especially when I was trading options. That I was just getting clapped. But just find what works for you. Take what OptionKings give you. Maybe tweak your strategy and make it into your own thing. You know what I'm saying? You'll see the light at the end of the tunnel. You didn't make it this far. You know what I'm saying? You didn't come this far just to come this far. So, options, futures is a long-term game, man. You're going to have ups and downs. Bigger wins, small losses, man. That's all it comes down to.
Thanks.
Yo, you said your former person you was following was a guru? You talking about Isaac's reference?
Nah. I ain't talking about Isaac. I ain't gonna disclose no names. Me personally,
okay.
I fuck with Isaac. Now,
okay. Yeah,
here's the thing.
He seemed legit.
Here's the thing with Isaac though. He's more of the business. You know what I'm saying? Prospect. I'm not gonna say he's not a trader. I'm not gonna say he's not a trader. But he's more. I know what you mean. He got 30,000 members in his Discord. You know what I'm saying? So it's more of a business. That's wild. Than it is trading. This man started trading the same year I traded. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to unfollow him on the gram because I got tired of seeing the ads. If you get what I mean. That's how the marketing is basically. And thank you, Aristotle, Q Banks, those kind of guys. I mean, I ain't saying they can't trade. Don't get me wrong, because Aristotle was in meta loans all last year, and now they're going crazy. But for the most part, man, you'll peep it. You know how it is in this industry.
Yeah, I know what you mean. They're like master marketers.
Yeah, master marketers. Like, a lot of the Discord is keeping their trading accounts live. That's what I like to say. They get on live trade, it don't show the results that they showing behind the screen. And I'm gonna be humble. I ain't gonna say too much.
People, like, some guys just don't know how to call out their trades, regardless of if he makes money or not. They just get people clapped more often than he calls W. So can't mess with them. I ain't about that. Somebody else make me lose money. If anything, I'm gonna lose money myself.
Right, and that was another thing for me. I walked away from Discords and taking signals from people because it got to the point where I was like, bro, if I'm gonna fuck this bread up, I'm gonna fuck it up on my own. So if you follow somebody and you ain't getting good signals or seeing profitability or something not add up, then maybe you might be following the wrong person or something. But
people don't know it's hard to trade candles. That's all it is. The chart.
This shit ain't easy, man. A lot of people make you think it easy. This shit ain't easy. And really, what I look at it is, a lot of people know how to trade, but a lot of people don't know how to conquer the psychological part of trading. If a lot of people can conquer that part of trading, we'll have a lot of traders. We have a lot of profitable traders out here, but a lot of people can't, you know what I'm saying, put the psychology into simple terms. Once you do that, that's how I found my profitability.
Bro, like, I'm not being corny or nothing. Me and him have never had we've never really had a long conversation, and he says a lot of the things that I say. So I like that we're tapped in mentally. Psychology is important, and that's what I preach all the time. I don't let these guys just go crazy. I try to tell them to be smart, and it's really all in your head. You can't be emotional with this.
Nah, you can't be emotional. You gotta love to lose. That's what I tell new members coming into my Discord. You gotta love to lose, bro. I know that's human nature, that we not born to, you know what I'm saying, our ego too high. We're not born to lose. Especially men, we have a hard time to lose. But once you enjoy losing, like, I'm wrong. Okay, it just wasn't my day to day, or that trade just simply didn't work. It went with my setup. I'll take this setup 1,000 more times. Because I know in the past it's paid me 1,000 times. So maybe it just didn't work today. Now I got to switch my bias. That's another thing. Don't marry a bias. That's something I preach to, because the market is always changing. I used to try to predict the market, but once I started to adapt to the market and follow the trend, everything got easy. don't try to predict the market. You don't know. The market makers don't even know what's gonna go on. Like even with the implied volatility or options, they expecting a move, but we don't know which way that move is gonna go. So just follow it. That comes down to following the trend. I like to hit the gym before I hit the market. I feel like when I hit the gym and I come back to the market, it come easy. If I don't hit the gym and feel like it's on fucking Hall of Fame and Madden, I'm getting clapped. So, it's just the little things, man. Just make sure, I tell people, just have a clear life when you come to the screens, because 9 times out of 10, the whatever you bring to the market, to the table, to the screens, is going to reflect in your trading account. So. Game.
Anybody got any like quick questions for him, or y'all good? And feel free if you have any questions about like any plays or whatever, want me to chart anything, feel free to.
Hey, y'all been tagging FMCI and options, bro?
Bro, I don't know. Is he still in here? Are you on PK Flight? I'll let him speak because he's the SMCI man.
Okay.
Are you there?
He's in the call.
He's on. He just muted.
Yeah, I'm here.
Tell him you're the man. Tell him.
I like buying monthlies.
Monthlies? Oh my gosh! I know you're. Damn, that's crazy.
SOXL, Meta, Amazon. I'm just long.
Long story short, the days that SMCI went up 250, because it's done that like 4 times in the past like 3 weeks, he was basically in it. So yeah, he's been bullish at the right time. He's been smacking it. I've been day trading it. I'm just starting to like perfect it. I just started day trading it like 2 weeks ago, so I've been successful. And once I get it down packed, I'm gonna be calling it Thursdays and Fridays for you guys. So
I mean, that shit up like $60 right now.
No, that shit booms, bro. So no lie, I caught like $100 within like 30 minutes. So when you buy an option and it goes your way the whole time for 30 minutes, you make a bag. So I like volatile stocks like that. It reminds me of the old Amazon. I don't know if y'all ever traded it, but it went up 80 easy. That's how SMCI is. So
and yeah, the way that this is moving, it reminds me of NQ. So the volatility that SMCI has right now is about the same as NQ futures when we trade NQ futures. I've been looking at SMCI while I'm trading NQ, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
That stock is a beast, bro.
Like, that's insane. And it's really, I'm looking at the chart, it looks pretty predictable too. It don't really look, you know what I'm saying, the price action is smooth.
It's good. When it hits a bottom, like every time it hits 1,000, it bounces $20 in like 2 minutes. So if you just know how to day trade, SMCI is wild. So it'll go up $5 in like 1.5 seconds. So you could buy a contract and be up huge in like 30 seconds, and you sell. It's a cool trade, but you can make a bet.
So what y'all usually do? Y'all trade like? Obviously, I know you guys trade a lot of QQQ, the ETFs and things like that. Are you more into, let's say, like the smaller chip stocks, like airline stocks and things like that? You be into those too?
Okay, so I have a watch list of 70 stocks, every sector of the market, but my main focus is on mega caps because it's what I'm most familiar with. So your AMDs, your NVIDIAs, your Teslas, ExxonMobil, you know, the big blue chips. But we trade the little stuff like Roblox. I've called airlines and cruise lines and stuff, but I like Meta. Like Meta can go up 20, Netflix goes up 20, NVIDIA goes up 40. So those stocks, you know, they pay.
I got you. Yeah, when I was trading options, it was more of small caps, like, you know, Ford, DAL, AAL.
They're cheaper. So like, say I could buy 50 contracts at DAL, that'll probably be 2 contracts of NVIDIA. So you can leverage more and buy more. For sure.
That was more my thing. And then also AMD and NVIDIA, usually they all set, right? Or they ran with each other, usually. Ain't that like sister companies?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I used to be into those, but mainly I was focused on XBX, LTDs, that's it. with 100%.
Rogue is the SPX killer, right? You be posting those 300% day trades.
Yeah, that's great. And them shit be cheap too. I love how cheap they be. If you the GOAT, just say that. Don't ever belittle yourself, man. Especially in this industry.
On SPX, because like you traded and I haven't really tried it yet, so that'll be like dope if you put me on that shit. I'm down to learn. No?
Oh yeah, for sure. If she trained XPX like that, ES and futures would come easy to you. Promise you.
I just use Spy's chart to trade SPX, so.
I'm
scared of futures though, low key, man.
No, don't be scared of futures. I'm telling you, if you trading like that, I mean, it's the same move on ES. You know what I mean? It's the same move. Yeah. The profit just way bigger. So you probably just have to tighten your risk a little bit, but at the same time, I mean, trading is trading. It's the same thing.
True. Okay.
So let me see what ES pays. I think ES pays more than NQ, but NQ pays out faster because of the volatility. So you might be up 20 points in NQ, and depending on how many contracts you get, you can be up 1,000. But if you get 20 points on XPX, it moves a little slower because it's less volatile, but you'll be up like this, depending on if you got the same size, if you get what I'm saying.
Let me ask you a question. So if NQ goes up 20 and ES goes up 20, and you said one pays different than the other, like what's the factor that's different? Is it like the delta, like the percentage?
It's the tick size, the points, and how they pay out. So I'm gonna give you an example. I'm looking it up because I don't know it right off the top of my head.
I get it. Because obviously with options, it's called delta. So some contracts pay $50 for $1. Some contracts pay $90 $1. You know.
So, right. ES. They give me a tick. I don't need a tick. So there's four ticks in an ES point. So each tick is worth 0.25. So each tick in NQ is worth 0.05. If that makes sense. NQ just moves a whole lot fucking faster than ES does. So that profit accumulates faster. But once ES eventually catches up to that point, your profit will be way bigger. Way more, if you get what I'm saying.
Gotcha. Dope.
Somebody had a question.
Nope. Somebody might have wrote you in the chat. Maybe I think some people are writing in the chat. Would you send me Rogue 621.15?
A Rivian swing. It's cheap too. I'm checking the flow.
I mean, that's automatic. You can't lose with that.
Yeah, and look how much time they got on it. So yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's at $12 and your strike's 15. You needed to move $3 in 3 months. That's a bag.
Yeah, and contract's only $1.18. They put a million on it. So.
Just imagine this is the bottom and you catch Rivian from 12 to 17 in a month, like up 500%.
I'll post that in the chat tomorrow.
Yeah, I like that.
Well, I'll post it tonight, but then remind everybody tomorrow. So. All right, y'all.
All right, y'all.
All right, y'all.
Looking at anything for tomorrow, or want me to look at anything? What are the futures doing?
We're getting up 2.5% after hours. I don't know if you know that.
I'm looking at NQ right now. NQ trying to push up a little bit, trying to take back a little bit of that drop from 6 p.m. So big break. NQ break above 18,291 or really 18,292. I'm taking longs back to the all-time highs. 18,358.
Is Andy
Yeah, I'm still here.
on?
Mhm.
Yo, Andy, do you still have 13 strike Rivian runners for tomorrow or for next week?
I have it for next week.
Oh,
Yeah.
word. If it hits 13 tomorrow.
Damn. I mean, we could. I mean, if it looks good, we could all get in the morning. Pump it up. Pump.
Yeah, let's see how
Group pump it. You know what I'm saying?
group up you from yourself.
Pump and dump it.
Rivian book. I wonder if this is like a real pump on Nvidia or not, because sometimes like they'll be up 30, but by the time it's open, it's like up 15. But if this is real, this is like some type of crazy different type of squeeze. Like they're just trying to take it to 1,000. That's all. It was just at 800. It went to 900. It's about to be at 1,000. If you missed it from 3 to 4, 4 to 5, like it's almost at 1,000. Like, wow, crazy. That's why you gotta own shares. Meta. If SMCI breaks 1,200 tomorrow, I'll be watching it. If it starts squeezing and I can find an affordable contract, I'll let y'all know, but I'm gonna keep it 100. Tomorrow they're already gonna be expensive since it gapped up. But I'll check. That'll be an all-time high breakout. It could go crazy. Lily, I'm gonna keep an eye on Lily. If it breaks 790, it'll probably go to 800. Yeah.
Alrighty, boys.
Y'all
Good
got
morning.
anything?
Good morning. I am in Saudi now. It's morning time.
Good morning.
Hello everyone. Yesterday, really, I like the live chat, and I didn't get in anyway. I get in last of the day with Rockall and Shop, but I really feel okay and happy because I hear 20%, 12% like that. Really, something is crazy yesterday for the live chat. But what I want to mention on it, if there is a live chat like that, if you can just post it, post the chance for the options in text like reason like that, so we can. Even yesterday, I see the chat. Some people was in doctor, some people was driving, some people are busy. They are not.
So you're saying when all the play on chat, like write it in the chat?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's what I mean. If you write it, so we can go in with you guys and get some because you get my point.
You know, I get it. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hire somebody, like whoever's on voice with me, just say Andy or Rogue. I'll just pay you guys to write out. I can't do all that. I'm staring at my charts.
I got you.
I pay good. 100 a day.
I don't need 100 a day.
I'll pay with you that really, because really
yeah.
yesterday like that. It's crazy day. I like it very much, and thank you for your channel. Really, I have many channels. They have 10,000, 40,000 here in Saudi, but really are crazy. They're using SPACs risky. If you want to go in, but don't ask us for money or like that, you know. This is really risky. That's what I like. We going in companies, you don't use SPACs. This is really good because you are caring about your friends and the channels. That's really good. Wallah, this is good. And about the future, I hear now the future. I thought the future it's something inside the stock market, but it's different way. What I want to tell you guys, if you want to go in this future, try to not go in any companies, try to go in banks, because this is need illegally and something you can after claim about if you have a problem. So try to be legally for that, because stock market really is very high and very strong than any market. You know, really take care about the future. That's what I said now. That's all.
I really appreciate your kind words and what you said, because just so you guys know, he's been writing me on Instagram probably for 3 months, and I'm like, bro, just join. So to hear somebody that was apprehensive for months and to tell me that they enjoy it, like, that's a good feeling. So I appreciate you, man. It means a lot.
I appreciate you too, and bro, and Andy, really, everyone here are very, very, very kind people. Hope everyone, God bless you. That's what I say always, inshallah.
Hey, I have a question.
Yes?
So if I wanted to take a flight to Saudi Arabia for vacation, what city would you recommend I go travel to? Where would I have fun?
What you will have fun?
Yeah.
Drink coffees and go around by the cars, maybe some beach, some places to visit, but you know, and
capital of Saudi Arabia, the capital.
Isn't it Dubai?
Capitals I am from. No, it's different. Dubai is different way. Saudi is.
Wait, I'm thinking about United Arab Emirates. Never mind.
Yeah.
Saudi is different because not like Dubai or like any country. We have here a strong laws. You can only enjoy Riyadh, little places. But if you will go Dubai, because you will have fun, you have clubs, you have something, you have bars, you have everything there. Here, nothing, only food and go around, go malls, cafes, some places you can visit. But if you really want to come, then I will make some schedule for you guys. Don't worry, I will post everything for you.
Yo, if you're in the chat for a year, yeah, man, I'm coming. So, I'll pull up.
Yeah.
Pull up, man. I gotta get. Gotta make sure you got the beds.
1,000 years in the channel, but must we live this time, inshallah.
The leader of Saudi Arabia is Prince bin Salman, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I like him. I've seen a lot of interviews on YouTube. I respect him. He's done a lot for the country over there, right?
Yeah, he make so much difference, and there is more futures in 2030. There is more difference. So now because Saudi was hiding, but now I think yesterday or last week we celebrate by 100 million visitors for tourism from around the world. So you can have fun, guys, here, but alcohol, nothing.
Oh yeah, there's no alcohol.
Okay.
And no clubs and like that. Yeah, nothing. Only you can live your life. You will. We have many US and Europe here of my friends. Even I'm working in DHL, so too much nationality. So you can live a good days here. You will like it. But when you need some stuff like clubs or like this, you can go. It is around Dubai or Qatar or Bahrain. It will be around you. You can directly travel.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, cool. You will like it. You will come, inshallah. That's what I mean. I appreciate everything. Well, for this channel, I will be there, inshallah, every month. I will not lose you, because you are a gold. This channel is a gold, and people. Really, this channel gold, and people there. I like how to play. Really, I can show you the other channels. You will see, but really it's crazy and losing money.
I believe you, man. I talk to a lot of people.
I've been there too.
I know. I've been in some too. That's what I like about the chat. So if say we got 5,000 people tomorrow, I wouldn't be able to talk to you guys no more. But you guys literally ask whatever you want, and I can answer you. 5 seconds. So
that's what I like about my chat too. I like the small knit communities, man. Even some of my members got my personal cell where they can just easily access me if they need to.
It's like a double-edged sword. It's like when it's small, it's a small community. You know, we all know each other by name and all that. But you know, but that's good for us. But you know, I wouldn't say bad for okay. But you know, it's.
I mean, I'm gonna keep it real with you. You know how he was talking about some people do this for business. Yeah. I have less than 100 people, right? I have over 100, but a lot of them are friends and bots. I've been doing this for years. I could have thousands and thousands if I really marketed and went hard, but no.
That's what I tell my members too, bro. I'm like, bro, if I wanted to market this shit and go crazy, I could do that. But at the end of the day, it ain't nothing to me that feels better than actually giving somebody this information and then they going out on the screens and doing it for real at a affordable price. You know what I mean?
Value is important.
Exactly. I see people getting smacked. Like, I know people that pay $2,000 for mentorships, leave the mentorship and they ain't learned anything, or they pay a monthly fee of $200, blah blah blah, and just still not getting it. Like, that's just frustrating to me. Like, I hate when people do that.
Yeah, back in the day, $200 was a car payment. If you gave me clap $200 every month, I'm gonna be tight.
Right. That's just fucked up sometimes. How the industry is.
You trading tonight?
Yeah. I'm looking for this breakout on NQ. This breaking resistance here above 18,292 for targets of 18,331 and 18,358.
Word.
For downside, I'm looking for the break of 18,245 down to the low of this session, which is 18,158.
So, you know, I could tell you like the top 5 stocks I trade every week. So, like, what are the top 5 go-tos that you do besides like NQ? Like, what are your favorites? Like, are you good with oil? Are you good with gold? Like,
well, so short story on oil. So when I started off at KLT Forex, I made about 10,000 on oil the first time I traded it. So I was like, oh yeah, you know, I'm golden, you know, you feeling good. I'm like, I got this. I can go to sleep in this. Like, this shit's predictable. Dog, I did not know oil news slapped hard. I didn't know oil have sun, like, you know what I'm saying, impulse candles. And dog, I woke up that next morning, bro, account.
Can't you set up stop losses?
Smoke. Yeah, you can, but I wasn't on that, bro. I was on some greedy shit, bro. Like, I'm telling you, my trading has evolved so much in the past 2.5 years, bro. I used to be this greedy trader, you know, not disciplined at all, trying to get rich overnight type of thing. So, you know, stop losses wasn't my best friend, but now they definitely are. But yeah, CL, me and CL got a love-hate relationship. It's too much news going on with CL. It's like news almost every day with CL. Mm-hmm. So I just leave it alone. But for me, other than NQ, I mean, I dream about NQ my baby. But other than that, RTY and YM, and like I said, ES for sure. Other than that, man, you don't really need too many. That was another thing with me and options. So many motherfucking things to trade, bro. Like, I probably was in like 16 trades, have 16 little different tickers going down my watch list, bro. But when I came to futures and I can just, you know, make as money as fast as I can with NQ, sometimes it ain't even worth going to look at other charts.
Shit. I could tell you a funny story, but one time somebody messaged me and they're like, hey, I need help. And I'm like, what's wrong? And they sent me a screenshot of their account and they were in like 25 different positions. And my like, what do you mean? What? Like, look how many plays you're in. How can you manage 25 different stocks? Like, You gotta minimize it and make it more manageable. You know,
Right. And with futures, if you go, sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. But if whatever NQ and ES, if they're pushing strong that day, the Dow and the IWM are pushing strong that day too. So you can, it's easier managing these 4 trades than managing like 25. Like you said, that's just difficult.
Facts. I try to be in like maximum 2 trades at one time. Like I'll be in more things, but when it comes to day trading, like I kind of do like 1 at a time or 2. It's easier to manage.
Like my rules is I got 5 max trades a day. Like I don't care if they're 5 wins, 5 losses, or whatever the case is. I don't trade more than 5. I don't place more than 5 trades a day.
That's smart. You have your strategy, and whatever, if you're winning or losing, it's just this is what it is. It's 5. So
like in my live personal account, I'm cool with losing. I can go and lose $1,500 every day for the rest of the year. Like I'm fine. Like that's my daily loss number. $1,500. $1,500. I lose. I'm cool on that. I mean, I can obviously update my risk and everything, but $1,500 has just been a sweet spot for me because I can easily make that back, or I can just be like, yeah, I'm alright. I'll just take my $1,500 loss and move on to the next day or something. But
yeah, that's your threshold, your number.
Facts. So just being disciplined, man. That's the biggest thing.
It took me a while to learn that.
Yeah, discipline. If you wasn't, I don't even know. Like you could say, even if you were raised to be disciplined, you gonna have to have a different certain level of discipline in the markets. It's like that should make you rethink life.
That's what happens when you're playing with money. I could be disciplined at the gym, but when it comes to money, that is different. Like,
Thanks, man.
So I was looking at the futures probably earlier when you said you were looking for a move up, and it moved up almost 20 points. So if you would have bought there, you would have made money. It didn't break out yet, but it's pushing up like you said.
Yeah. Like I said, bro, last year, from I want to say like July, towards the end of the year, I was catching 120 to 150 points. Like I got the screenshots and everything from me commenting it out in the chat. I mean, those days were crazy. And now it's just like, for me personally, I don't like trading all-time highs. I don't know when the top is going to be. So this year, on these trendy days, I've just been securing 20 to 40 points, getting back in on the pullback, another 20 to 40 points. You know what I'm saying? And just adding up the totals there. Last year, I was more of a buy and hold. But right now in this market, when we trade at all-time highs, it's just kind of, for me personally, it's kind of hard.
It's safe because you don't ever know where the ceiling is on a trend. You have some like price action history to determine where you want to buy. So I understand, it's risky, the air. It's risky buying NVIDIA calls at the top, but we know the momentum's there, so it's kind of safe. But NVIDIA could tank any day. I mean, but
when that motherfucker tank, it tanked the whole market, bro.
I can't wait, bro. I can't wait till it drops 15 to come buy a put. Like,
oh yeah, me personally, bro, I love shorting the market because this is how I look at it. Bears is an elevator down. With calls, it's like a staircase up. Just like today on NQ, it's just staircasing up. It's respecting that 21 EMA. It's just staircasing up. Like a couple of my members got caught because they get in on the retest area, and we made dump. Today NQ, all it did was every time it made a new high, it just pulled back to that previous resistance level and took off again and made a new high. And that's what people don't understand. We're trending days like this. We're gonna make a new high, pull back for a little bit, and then make another high. Uptrend, higher lows, man. That was a changer for me. So the type of trader I am, I'm a breakout trader. bull flag, bear flag, chart pattern trader, candlestick trader, and price action. So I like levels. That's mainly the bread and butter of my strategy, level to level. If I see a bear flag, a bull flag, that's just like extra juice, or a candlestick pattern, that's just extra influence. And like I said, I incorporate that 21 EMA to make sure like the trend is strong and prices just following the momentum. So that's what kind of trader I am. I keep it simple. I don't do supply and demand order blocks. I feel like I done tried every strategy in the book. I just stick to the basics, because it works.
Yep. I don't do too much either, and bull flags and bear flags are my top 2 favorite patterns. They're very easy to identify. Other than that, double tops and double bottoms, but really, if you can see a bull flag and you know it's about to rip, like, it's not hard. Like, bull flags
like,
are lit, bear flags
go to AQ daily chart, OptionsKing. Tell me if you would say that was a bull flag on a daily chart on NQ.
I gotta see if Webull lets me pull up the futures chart, and so I can see a chart of it, or you know what I'm saying. I need to see.
Yeah.
Unless you can screenshot something and post it for me, I could tell you.
Yeah,
is it IXIC?
IXIC.
IXIC.
NASDAQ. Okay, which day? Is the daily chart?
Yeah, the daily chart. You got 2 red candles, and then I'm gonna screenshot it to the chat. Would you call this a bull flag? Got you. I'm about to see the chat.
Like this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bull flag. It pulled back to my moving average, and it's an uptrend. So every time you flag down, they buy the dip. So yeah, bull flag.
Perfect. I just dropped it right there in the chat too. My drawing. So that's an A+ setup to me. Bull flag into the 21 EMA and support. That's an A+ setup every time.
Yep, especially on the uptrend, like in this market, like you said, you buy the dip. Everything's going up, so when it drops, you buy.
Yep.
Buy a support, and it rips the next day. Boom. That's when it pops.
So swinging for me swinging just isn't for me. But I know OptionsKing probably with futures right there. You probably would have caught that swing, and that was from the breakout of that was a 200-point move. Jesus Christ. That was really a 300-point move. So one contract.
That traded futures was a swing trader. Oh yeah, he told me he used to swing monthly. So you said you don't swing, right? But what if we knew this was the bottom for SPX and you swung for a month and it went up for a month straight? Like you would right?
Yeah. So for example, the breakout of this bull flag, the bottom price was at 17,893, and in this whole daily candle, it ran to 18,334. So hold on, let me do the math quick. So if you would have caught the bottom of that breakout candle, that daily chart, to the top, all-time high today, that was a 441 point. So if you just got one contract of NQ, which is worth $20, you would have got paid $88,826. So 2 contracts, that's easily 17 bands and 1 daily candle, 1 swing trade.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if I was doing futures, since there's no data decay, if I knew it was a good time to buy a swing, I could day trade, but I'm gonna let this rock if it has the potential to like 10x. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Sometimes you might want to buy a swing and let it rock. It's gonna print.
That's the thing about me, bro. Me personally, I can't swing. Any trade I'm in, I need to see it live. I need to see what's going on. I can't close my eyes.
I get it. Respect. some people just like to day trade.
Yeah, I just love day trade because if I swing, bro, I used to swing on options. I'd be checking Robinhood at 3 in the morning trying to see what's going on.
Yeah, you got your hands on the wheel with what you're doing. Like it's live.
Right. I can get up out of this motherfucker at any time. And that was another thing with options. Ernest, man, I made 18 bands off of BBY and he was BBY, something like that. Bath and Body Works, something like that. But they had some crazy news on earnings. I made 18 bands on that. Then got in Tesla earnings and got smoked. I think I lost like 8 bands. I was like, yeah, I have to play earnings again.
It is risky. Very risky. It's like the most risky option that you can do.
Oh yeah.
Low risk.
It seems like you know how to. It seems like you know how to read a lot of the news. So I think you can elevate my game on that when it comes to news, like reading the news and shit like that. Because like you said, y'all did you said y'all won on a couple news candles and stuff like that. Me personally, I just be waiting on the news candle to go. Like, you know what I mean?
So, no, I like to be well-rounded because when you have more tools in your bag, you know, I cover everything. Like, the news is so important that's what people don't realize. Like, it's very moves price. News moves price, so you gotta know the news. If the news is good, price is going up. It's easy. So, yeah, I stay on top of that shit every day, every morning. You know, it helps you figure out what's gonna happen.
Like me, I get on Forex Factory every day. You know, I drop that news into the chat. But as far as like me knowing if this is positive news or negative news, you know what I'm saying? That's the part I gotta learn. I usually like if we got news at 8:30, I usually let that 8:30 candle play out, and then I start trading around like 9 after price, you know, finds itself.
You're just focused on what price is showing you, where like I can kind of analyze, okay, is it bullish or bearish, and kind of get in before it happens, type of thing.
Yeah. That's what I need to elevate my game on more, because if I can catch that, you know what I'm saying, a trade right there, get in right there before that news candle and anticipate that the right way, that is money, bro.
Hey, imagine, like, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to. I don't know if this is personal, but like, how long are you usually in a trade for? For like an hour, 2 hours, 30 minutes?
Oh, with NQ, I'm usually, the longest trade I've ever been in, day trade, was 4 hours long. And that was probably like 3 weeks ago. We had a massive run on NQ. And like I said, price never broke the 21 AMA, so I just held. I held from 10 a.m. to, I think it was about 2 p.m. And then I finally sold, and it still was ripping. But the longest trade I've ever been in was 4 hours. Me personally, if the trade doesn't work out in that first 15-minute candle as I place the trade, if it don't work out for me, I'm gone, because usually my plays tends to work out in that first 5, 10, 15 minutes of after I'm getting into play. Because like I said, I'm only wanting to catch 20 to 40 points, and that usually can happen in a couple minutes on NQ.
Yeah. So, say the move it takes to happen in 4 hours happened when you caught the bottom before news in 10 minutes. Like, that's possible, right? You know,
right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, you would be able, instead of like having to trade for 4 hours, you could trade for 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm. And like my regular size and NQ, my regular size really depends on the setup, but my regular size is 3 times. So every point move, that's, you know, times in there about 60. So if I catch a 20-point move 20 times 60, that's my profit. You know what I mean? So yeah. My full size in a position, me YOLO in my count, would be like 10 cons of NQ. So I went 10 cons last year on a bear flag. It was like an A+ setup, bro. And it was my biggest day ever. It was a 20K trade in 5 minutes. And I was done. I didn't trade for the next 2 weeks because that was my biggest day, 20K. So my next bear is 50K in a day.
When you have the right size on a good play, anything is possible. I see trades that if you put 1,000, you would have made 60K. Like, it's hard.
Easily.
To catch.
Easily.
But, you know, you gotta have the right size.
Easily.
No,
especially with the Qs and options. That'd be the good thing about options too. Like you can catch some good prices,
You can
like out the
finesse.
money contracts.
You can finesse. You can put up a little bit and make a lot. You
I
know what I'm
look.
saying? Crazy shit.
That's why I like futures because of that leverage. Some brokers do 1 to 1,000 leverage, which is insane. That's like super leverage. So you can put in.
I'm saying 1,000. What they put in?
Yes, bro.
Oh.
1 to 1,000, bro. So some brokerages you can put $100 and you can trade NQ and take that bitch for 20 racks, bro.
Bro, that's fucking risky.
I'm telling you, bro. These
you can lose times 1,000.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Nah, I'm
good.
Oh
yeah, bro.
We are good. In option by $20 or $10 is good.
That's wild. But
That's
if you can hit a lick.
You can hit a lick, bro. I think I don't know if you guys familiar with Ray Trades, but I know he's more tuned into futures now. But I think his first night on futures, he turned about 5 bands into 50K with that 1,000 leverage.
I don't follow him a lot, but just being on like the social media of traders, I've looked at his Twitter a few times. Like, is he good? Is he consistent?
Like, here's my thing. He's more of an options trader. So, me personally, bro, you and probably about 3 other guys are the only people I follow on Instagram as far as traders now. Because as far as influencers with this trading industry, because I done caught a lot of people with cap, bro. I ain't got time for that no more. I really be wanting to call people out, but I ain't doing all that.
Are they calling them crews? Like Twitter's
man.
The same thing, and like I don't know, it's crazy. That's why I stay to myself, bro. I'm in the chat every day, and I post on Instagram. That's about it. Like people
It's
do it.
Too many fakes, bro. They just out here for the scheming people. Like it's crazy how many people DM me and be like, bro, is this whole like Forex scam? Like, am I gonna have to go and find members? I just send back laughing emojis, like, bro, it's nothing like that, though.
People are skeptical and like it's kind of like a car salesman. People are kind of know they're shady, so people know these guys are shady too. You gotta watch who you're working with. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Like we was at the bar the other day, and my homeboy talking to a girl. He telling her what he do. He's like, "Yeah, I'm a full-time trader." And she's like, "Oh, so you're a scammer?" And I was just like, "Damn, bro! Like this is what y'all think of us, bro?
That's
This is crazy."
Nah. I mean, on social media, it's easy to fake who you are. That's the thing about it, you know? But,
yeah. You just don't want to show tax statements.
You don't even have to do all of that, but it's just about being a genuine person and, actually helping people, because that's all that matters at the day, you know what I'm saying?
Right. That's all that matters, man. That's all I'm here. Like I said, bro, it don't feel better. Nothing in the world feels better than you showing somebody who's new in the market, and then they picking up on what you taught them, and they made themselves some money. So, once you learn the skill, bro, it's literally like a paper machine.
It's anybody can learn it. You could do it in Dubai. You can do it in Belgium. You can do it that's what I like about trading, because you can book a trip to Miami that costs $1,500, and then when you get to Miami, you can make a trade and make it back. You can't do that. Like, you can't make money on vacation at your job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do it anyway. That's what I loved about it. I'll be in my car, make a play, make 500. I'll be so happy. Like, I just made 500 driving. Shit like that.
Man, imagine being on the clock. I just tell your partner, like, bro, I'm on 10 bands right now, bro. What am I doing here? What am I doing here, dog? But for me, when I was full-time trading, bro, I don't know what it was, but like after the markets was over, I was just in a depressed stage. Me, I'm a homebody, so I was just staying in the crib, just looking at the 4 walls, bro. I probably hit the gym like 2 times a day. That's why I asked you to do about that fall league, bro, because I need stuff to do, dog.
I mean, I don't know if you've seen what I posted on Instagram, but I said the same thing, and that's what is called transition. It's a totally different lifestyle. So you're not at a job 8-10 hours a day. You gotta find shit to do.
Yeah, and then another thing, you ain't got, you know what I'm saying, there ain't a lot of people in Charlotte that trade, or you don't got a lot of friends and family that trade, and people don't understand. But it's just hard, man.
It's you. But then that's why social media is cool, because even if my friends don't do it, I make friends online. And like,
yeah.
I can have 100 friends online and like only one friend in person that trades. That's what's cool about it.
Yeah, that's why I told my members, like, we gonna try to do a meetup one day. You know what I mean? Everybody meet up in some state or some shit or island. We just go out there and trade.
Hey, I'll keep it real with you. If I call a play that it's like 5,000% and we all make money, I'll do it. But
hey, I'm with it, bro.
I'm like, like if we hit some crazy shit, we put like 2,000 on a 3,000% play and make 60 bands. Hell yeah, definitely. We out.
Yeah, bro. We out. Shit, I got them pay for the Airbnb. Whatever y'all boys want to do.
We going to the Caribbean. If we all make like 10,000 in one day, we going.
We going international.
Go to the. Yeah,
that's gonna be so lit though, bro. Like that's why I be begging my chat, like, secure the profits, bro, so we can pop out in the summertime. Have a meetup, man. Like that shit would be crazy.
I would have fun at Las Vegas. I mean, I haven't been like too many places. I never been to Cali.
I ain't never been to Cali either. I went when I was 13, but that shit don't count.
So if we met up, if you guys want to mute yourselves, like, what do you think would be fun places? Like a city, if it was in America.
Oh, Cali's pretty fun. I just went in September.
What city?
I was in LA, so like the heart of it.
What about Hawaii shit? Live off the mainland.
I never been.
Hawaii's pretty dope. Yeah, bro, Hawaii got the vibes, bro. I fuck with Hawaii. I mean, me personally, I just like being on the water. Anywhere where the beach is at, I'm down. Florida, the Yams, Miami, I'm with it.
Nice. I need to check out more cities. I know it'd be popping all over the place.
Meet and greet.
Yeah, I want to move to Dallas eventually.
Yo, that's so weird you said that. I was just thinking about Dallas Fort Worth because I told you about it. It looked kind of lit. Any of y'all been to Dallas? Nope. Have you?
Nah, I ain't never been to Dallas, man. I know a couple traders down there in Dallas, and honestly, bro, there's so much money out there in Dallas. Because as of right now, I'm trying to figure out different things to put these profits into. So I'm trying to figure out some more assets and things like that.
I would have put you in Solana from 125 to 150 in 3 days. We would have got you in Ethereum, Bitcoin. Come on, man.
That's crazy because I'm not in any crypto at all, bro. Like the people in my chat been telling me about crypto. The one guy I follow is Chris Johnson. You know Chris Johnson?
I sure do. He's very smart for what he did, and he made money.
He killing the game. That's one of the people I look up to in this trade and shit. Like if I could be anybody in this industry, I would model myself after Chris Johnson, but because he's just on a whole different level with this shit. But
yeah, I mean that when you can recognize a life-changing play and dedicate yourself to it, you make a bag. If we all dedicated ourselves to NVIDIA for the last 6 months, we would all be millionaires. So you gotta see it and believe in it. He just kept buying, and he bought the dip too.
Oh, that nigga been buying for a while, bro. That nigga been
smart, man.
He just said the other day that he just bought at the high. He was like, "This is the highest that I've ever bought Bitcoin." Like, that's insane, bro.
But look, say you make 8 million, you could buy a couple of Bitcoins at the top. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Especially if he's seeing it go into 100K. Like, I watched his live for in 2 hours. It was almost, but he was like, he sees Bitcoin going to 100K.
It is. It is, man. It's inevitable. To be honest,
I'm scared of that crypto market shit. I don't know how they regulate it. I don't know I'm gonna have to get some game off y'all boys, man. I don't be knowing nothing about the crypto markets. I'm telling you, I'm died behind futures, bro.
The thing about the crypto market, it moves in cycles. You have down cycles, you have up cycles, and you always gotta buy the down. It never fails. Every time you bought the dip on Ethereum, it went up. Every time you bought the dip on Bitcoin, it went up. Like buying the dip Solana, it ripped. Go look at how much percent Solana's up this year.
So what do you trade cryptos on? Do you trade it on Robinhood?
So I have bought on Robinhood before. Webull has it. Coinbase accounts. I have Crypto.com. I got like 6 accounts. No, I'm not saying I got a ton of money in all of them, but I use like different platforms.
Yeah, I couldn't never figure out what platform to use. Well, use Coinbase, but some guys said Coinbase and fucking shit.
Coinbase is ass. It's the most like popular one, and their funny shit happens there. Like you can't see your money sometimes, or I just see a lot of news like maybe twice a month about Coinbase. So, but
I'll stay away from Coin.
No, but for real, man, you could catch 80% on one of those small cap coins in 2 days, bro. No lie. So if you put 5K in it, that's a quick couple thousand in a couple days because they're really volatile, you know.
I didn't know that at all, bro. That's crazy. I mean, I just been hearing all about the Bitcoin run up, man. I had a homeboy 3 years ago. He had 20K in Bitcoin, and that shit just kept dropping. So he pulled out. Now he just upset as hell. That nigga's big.
It's hard. I've been there before. It's hard to put your mind a year ahead when you're in the present. You got to think about what's gonna happen, and when you're losing, you can't think about what's gonna happen. You're like, oh my god, my money. But like, I got it. He didn't really believe in Bitcoin, then, you know.
Nah, he was just buying just to buy.
Yeah. Shit, crazy. I bought Ethereum at like 400. Wasn't able to hold at the top, but I bought a good amount of it, and I bought like I think it was like 18,000 worth or 15,000 worth at 400, bro. Is when I first started trading, and you know, people would talk about Bitcoin and Ethereum, but it wasn't really popping. I'm like, what the fuck is this Ethereum shit? And I was on StockTwits, and the people that got in at 100, it was at 400 now, so they were really happy, and everybody was like, it's going to 1,000. And I looked at the chart, I'm like, yeah, this shit's going to 1,000. So I just bought a bunch. It went to 1,000, 2,000, it went to 4,000. It could have been, man. I didn't hold to the top, I ain't gonna lie, but it paid nice. Dogecoin was life changing. We're talking about like 10,000%. Like,
I heard a lot of people made bread off Dogecoin.
Bro.
What about XRP? You got anything in XRP?
No, because like, I mean, you gotta believe in it. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like, I never really invested my time to really research and get emotional. I know about it, and you know, everybody's been waiting for the lawsuit to clear and all that shit. I mean, it needs to have a use case to be valuable. Once they find a use case and an application to use XRP, and there's supply and demand, then it'll be valuable. But it needs to have an X factor. It's just XRP right now. It's worth 40 cents. You know, right. Bitcoin is supply and demand, and it's limited, so that's why it has a value. You know, those meme coins, Dogecoin, there's unlimited coins, so they have no value. That's why when it goes up, people talk shit. They're like, it's worthless. You know, but
that's crazy.
Yeah, bro. If they start using it for something, it'll boom. I know some die-hard XRP people, like that's their life. Like they're all in. But like, this is my perspective, right? What if you put a majority of your money in XRP and kept buying and buying the last 4 years, hoping for it to go up when you could have been in the shit that was moving?
Right, in Bitcoin or some shit.
Yeah, so it's okay to have a little bit, but that's why you gotta be diversified. Like, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Catch those bull runs.
I just got an NQ long here.
It's still going?
Yeah, it just broke out of this 6 p.m. session high, so they didn't break out of that high.
What you just said is this like basically a new time frame for you? Like it's a reset, like that session's over, this new one type of thing.
Yeah, so this like a brand new day. So
Gotcha.
I said the market closed at 5 for an hour, and it opened back up at 6 p.m. So so it's like it opened up, it ran to it opened up and wicked at 18,291, and then came all the way back down and closed 18,263, and it just broke that resistance. So I'm in buys. I'm up $100. Literally,
now, correct me if I'm wrong. This is the Euro session, right?
Honestly, I'm not big on which sessions we in, bro. I know that Asia session, that's more of like for pairs when you're doing Forex. So me personally, I don't really worry about the sessions, but yeah, I just trade what I see as far as when I'm trading NQ and ES and index and stuff like that. The only thing,
New York session is closed right now. Europe is like 4 hours ahead of America, so Europe is open now. And then Asia opens like really late at like 1:30 a.m. too.
I think it's 2 a.m. I think it's 2 a.m.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
And then that's when more volume, pick up too in the futures market. So right now in the futures market, the volume low, but we getting a good push. So I like it. Majority of the time, bro, I don't really trade after hours until it's like 1 in the morning or something, because
bro, we should talk, because right, we can talk about a lot, but I've been looking at futures every session, every country for years. Like,
man, you could have been making bread.
Because like the Europe session and how they open and close determines how we open and close sometimes. Same thing with Asia. The global markets affect each other. So if you're just in tune with everything, I feel like it'll help you a lot. But I've always looked at Europe, Asia in the morning and shit. It helps, man. It helps.
Gotta put that into the plan, because I like I said, I'll be caring about New York session and what's going on there. But yeah, I need to put the global markets into there, because sometimes when you get that, let's say when Asia session opened up, and we in New York session, if price breaks below Asia session low or something, usually NQ dumps, or if we break above Asia session high, we'll run. So definitely incorporating that.
That's why I just said that they're all correlated. It's a market, a global market is also the world economy.
எப்படி மாசத்துக்கு ஒரு தடவை பேமெண்ட்
It's crazy.
இது பண்ணு உனக்கு வந்து 15 வரும் பரவாயில்லையா இல்ல மாத்தி விடுவாங்க
சரி ஓகே ஓகே இது ஒரு பெரிய பிரச்சனை நான் பாத்துறேன் ஓகே
அப்புறம் வந்து ஏதோ இன்னொரு நோட்டீஸ் சொன்னாங்க
Last time I looked, it was at 0.16 and it went down to 0.14, so it is going higher. I don't know how many points. How many points was that?
Okay,
I got in at 18293. Highest it's been was since I've been in this trade, it's been at 18,299. So 299 minus 293. What's that, like 8 points?
It's at 316 right now.
What, NQ?
Yeah.
316. Where you getting 316 from?
Oh no. What is it at?
It's at right now. It's at 18,298. I got in at 18,293.
Okay, these CNBC futures are a little different. I'm trying to find.
Let me go there.
Say 18,544.
Let me go there. Well, futures contract rolled over too today, so maybe they need to.
I mean, this is delayed. This says 11:07. It's 11:17.
Yes, it's a little delayed. I don't know why they at 18,500 though, because on my chart it say 18,293.
Well, the difference is like you're looking at the live, and I think these futures kind of price in like
the future, so they're like priced a little different. Like you're looking at the legit price. CNBC, it's just a little different. There's kind of different.
That should be different. Like for me, I trade when I get on TradingView, I'm on NAS 100 instead of NQ1. Explanation point. It's just a little weird with the numbers.
That's QQQ. So like, if you like trading NAS 100, I've been trading QQQ for years. Like we could trade that together, type of shit, you know.
Right, and that's what my other admin does. Like he don't even look at the NQ chart. He looks at QQQ when he's playing NQ. So, and like me, I chart NAS 100 when I'm trading NQ. It all adds up, bro. The numbers just be different as hell.
Facts.
I'm gonna probably meditate this trade till about 1 o'clock. I'm gonna get the sheets.
You just kind of looking for like a uptrend type of thing. You're gonna chill out.
I'm gonna see if it can reach our level, reach my level of 18,332, which will be I did the math right here. I got in. So 18,332, 65 minus 18,293.88. So that'll be a 38-point move, and I have 3 cons. So 38.77 times 60. So if it hits target for a profit target, I'll be up 2,300, and that'll be a good start for in the morning. If it hits all-time highs, I'll be so if it hit all-time highs, this trade runs there, it'll be a 65-point move. So that'll be 38, roughly 3,900 before the New York session. So, and usually with me, I like just taking like 3 bands, 5 band days, base hit days, and calling it a day. So if I was to secure 4,000 before New York session, I probably wouldn't even trade tomorrow. I'd just give my team trade ideas and stuff like that. But for the most part, yeah.
So like, what is the percentage? Is that like 30%, 40%, 50%?
That'll probably be around like 80%. 80%.
That's a good return.
Oh yeah, like it's like a return.
That's good.
I wish it had that option where it shows you like how options is to give you that like 100% or whatever how Robinhood shows you, but you just really got to do the math on your own.
Yeah.
I'm currently up 600 right now. I'm about to tell the chat to update their stops. Damn. That's the thing about my chat, bro. They are vegans, bro. They don't like to secure profits.
I mean, most traders are. It takes a really long time to learn that.
Then they get mad at me like, oh, bro, it pulled back. I told you to trim, son.
I mean, the thing with me is I just be having the numbers. So I'm like, UNH is going to 480. It goes to 480, so simple. Like,
simple.
That's just what you have to do. You sell there. You can't be greedy.
So most of the times, especially if price respecting that EMA or whatever, if I get up a certain amount, I'll just move my stops to break even, then it'll be a free trade, especially after I start to trim some off a little bit.
There's good risk management. Move the stops up.
Yeah, man. So how long you been trading, bro?
I've been investing in stocks for like 8 years, and I started trading options in 2020, the summer of 2020. It took
around that same time. Yeah, it took a while, bro.
It was the Wild West back in 2020.
Hey, 2022 was rough, dog.
When it was a bearish?
Yes, bro. I didn't know how to trade a bear market worth fuck.
Nobody did. I think that's why people like me. is that sounds funny, but that's what I got known for. Because people were like, "Wait, it's been bullish. I don't know how to do puts, but I was doing puts every day." So they're like, "Wait, what the fuck? You can make money when the market goes down?" When I learned that, bro, I learned that when my first 2 months, it was such an advantage. Because what happened was, the end of 2020, I hit a correction and I had like all calls, and I was losing $1,000 every minute. I couldn't sell because when I put the order in to sell, the price of the contract kept going down, so I had to keep canceling it, bro. I was like, I need to make money when the market's going down. That was a game changer, man.
Yeah, Nvidia is up $31 at the night right now, overnight.
Booming. People got calls.
Goodness gracious, bro.
If it really opens here, that would be nice. I mean, that was my target, 950.
I just gave this chat that I'm in. So I'll tell you a little bit about how I started out being an admin. So I was in my mentor's chat or whatever. Learned a little bit from him, but really incorporated a lot of stuff. When I kept it simple, I started becoming profitable. So whatever, he put me as an admin or whatever. And then this other mentor came in and bought his chat out. He basically yesterday just closed his Discord to his members. Just like, yeah, I'm done. Like, I'm not doing Discord.
Canceled it? He just like deleted it?
Yeah, just like deleted the whole Discord.
Wow.
So I don't know, bro. It's this weird shit, bro. Like, it's the money thing. I guess since he's joining with this other big time trader, that they're just going to be on some market because they're starting a auto trader. I'm sure you know what an auto trader is, right?
I've heard of people doing it.
Yeah, so they're starting an auto trader. So basically trying to be a hedge fund or whatever, blah, blah, blah. So I guess they collabed and went and bought the other's Discord out, and that guy closed his Discord down. So the members made another Discord.
Damn, you shouldn't have told me that, man. Because, I mean, me and my friend, like, we were making the blueprint to start a hedge fund. Like, we were really serious about it. And it's kind of something that I'm interested in. Because I know, I just know when shit's gonna go, and like finding bottoms, and the more leverage the better. So if
bro, we could definitely
to buy futures, you can make 20 million. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, bro, we can definitely do that. Me, honestly, I've been looking into the auto trader stuff because they have a options auto trader and a futures auto trader. So one of them trade options, one of them trade futures. So we could, you know what I'm saying, collab on something like that for your homeboy or whatever.
You're in charge of it, right? Like you.
Yeah. So basically, all that the members do would plug their accounts into our mother account, and whatever we do on our account will reflect in theirs. So, you know what I'm saying? And then they can set risk parameters. They can take profit whenever. They can do all that, and then let's say if we go on a run and make them 10,000, all they're paying us is like 5 to 10%. You know what I'm saying? A month. As long as we making profit, they paying a monthly fee or whatever. If we don't make profit that month, then they don't pay anything. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get it. And if you think about it, like when it comes to trading, the more money you have, the more you make. So it's realistic. You can make 50,000 in a month, right? So
easy.
You're getting paid, but they're really getting paid too. You know, I mean,
yeah.
I mean, you know, I be helping people sometimes. You know,
I mean, that's especially for people like that work 9 to 5 and ain't got time to really look at the charts like we do, and you know, or really don't have a sense of direction for the market but want to get involved. That's an easy way for people to get involved.
I mean,
so I've been looking into it, man. Because I think the platform that we could use is IKBR, which you could do the futures and.
Do that on Interactive Brokers?
Yeah. You can do that on IKBR. You can do options and futures. So I've been trying to get some more information about it. Motherfuckers been out here gatekeeping on me, so I'm gonna just have to dive in.
They're not cool people if they're hiding how to start something. Like, what is that gonna affect their pockets if you learn? Like.
Bro, like I
people are funny, bro.
I actually got Isaac Suffering. I mean, you can look him up on Instagram. I'm like, yo, can I get some info on to start myself a auto trader? And then the nigga hit me back with why? What do you mean why, bro? Same reason you started it. Help my members get bread. What are you talking about? Why?
Man, in all honesty, I'm sure there's YouTube videos on it, right?
Yeah, I'm sure, bro. I just don't know what the right shit to look up. I hit up Tradeovate, and they got something called, I think it's called like C2C or something like that, B2B. But I hit them up Monday. I'm just waiting on that email back.
Yeah, those complex brokers, they have like different elements to where you could set up like your money manager or like a hedge fund account. Like Robinhood has a margin account and a cash account. On those, there's like so many different kinds. So yeah, shit's crazy. It gets complex.
That should be dope though. Like you calling the options, I'm calling the futures. Just running the money up for the members.
We can buy shares too, right? Because that's what I'm talking about too.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can do shares.
Yeah, because everybody knows if we had a hedge fund, we would all be in Eli Lilly, Nvidia, all of those for the past year, and we would have made so much money. And with shares, you can hold, like it's not risky. You just hold, like, for 6 months, Eli Lilly goes up 60%. If we put in $1 million, we made $600,000. That's a great start. I mean, that's just an example. But
we just can't have people in fast returns. Me personally, I wouldn't trade. I auto traded like every single day. I would just trade it on trendy days. You get what I mean? Like I wouldn't even risk any crazy setup that I would risk in my live account and things like that. Like today would have been a perfect day for futures auto trader.
Yeah, I mean, when you have more risk at the table, you got to be very smart, precise. You can't just fucking YOLO it. Like that's some serious shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, the future's going up. Nice buy.
Yes, sir.
Like that, because the first time you said something even happened, that shit's been going up.
I've been doing it.
Okay, money in my account.
I just got this one dude said he just took $700 off. I'm like, damn, good shit, bro.
Is that a stack right there? Like an hour?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Pulling back a little bit right now. I'll probably be up to about 1 in the morning, man.
Let me ask you a question. Like, so if something is trending and hasn't hit your target, you're gonna hold. Like, if you made $1,000 in 30 seconds, would you sell or would you keep holding?
If it's a first play of the day, I'm definitely selling. I'm grabbing that.
Okay. I think.
Then at the end of the day, then for the rest of the day, I'm playing with. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
I'm playing with profits.
Yeah. Because time matters too. Because like I might sell something early if it rips so much within like a minute. Because it's kind of like I think about it like I made this much money in minutes. You have to sell because I made.
I mean, what more are you asking for? 1,020 minutes? I mean, go to work. You ain't even making 1,000 a day. I hate when niggas be. I mean, what are you holding for, bro? I don't know anywhere in the world that's gonna pay you 1,020 minutes, bro. Like that's on my board. I look at my rules. I got a board right in front of me every day. 1,000 a day, bro. I keep the 9 to 5 away. Like I said, on that first play.
Like if we know SMCI is gonna go up another 50 in an hour, we're gonna still hold some contracts if we know.
Of course,
but
of course. But I'm sure you guys are probably gonna trim. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. I trim. Yep. Like,
cause I like to say, if you ain't trimming, you ain't trading, bro.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like the day SMCI dropped, say I had 4 puts, that first $20 drop, I was ready to be up 1,000. So I sold 2. I catch another 20 drop. I sell another 2. Like you just keep making money, but you're taking risk off the table.
Right, exactly, bro. And then you securing that for the rest of the day. Like I done made 1,000 in the first play. I know in my rule book I got 4 more trades. If I can make 1,000 and 4 more trades, come on, bro. 5 bands in a day in an hour. I'm done. I don't need to do nothing else.
But like, how realistic or like how often do you really go 5 for 5 a band every day? Because that's hard. Is it or is it not hard? I don't know.
I mean, we being realistic, bro. I probably go band for band, 5 for 5 or 3 for 3, 4 times out the week. Um, the past 2 weeks, I haven't had a red day but once. And I told my chat since last year, April, I've only had about 4 red months. In those 4 red months, I probably lost about 1,000 though, like a 1,000 overall for the month. So as
So
far as my risk management plan, super disciplined on that, and like my winning percentage is well above 85%.
and I was gonna touch on that. The thing is, like, having a high win rate is good, but it's kind of like it's actually about how much you lose and how much you make. Because you can have a 60-40, but you lose so little, and like the gains outweigh the losses. Or I mean, it's good to have a high,
Yeah,
but um,
I get
I
what you're
just
saying.
this year and January and February, I was able to hold like 78, 80%. That shit's lit. And it's just cool as
Mhm.
journaling and be able to. That's why I like the Thursday sessions because we talk about what we did. So,
Do you use TradeZilla or anything like that?
I don't. I don't. Because it's good to know your analytics, but the way I think about it is like Robinhood shows me everything I need to know. I'm all about percentages, so like it shows me how much I'm up for the week, the day. Like I kind of have the information I need to know.
I feel
But
that. I feel that.
do you have it?
Nah, nah, I don't do TradeZilla strictly because I gotta with TradeZilla you gotta put it in manually. So it ain't really no point in me using TradeZilla. You know what I'm saying? I can go in there and put in whatever I need to.
Yeah.
So
I feel like if you're a person that like needs to see something organized on spreadsheets because that'll help you, it's definitely beneficial for sure.
yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, too, you can just go in Excel and make your own little shit up, too, man. TradeZilla is dope, though.
No, for sure. That guy was smart for making that
Yeah,
platform. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, that dude, Umar, he a good ass trader, too,
Yeah. He's been
from
doing
Dubai, I think. Yeah, he been in the markets for a while, bro. And another thing, he said he came to the market with like 30 bands. I wish I had a story like that.
Hey, I mean, all I can say is persistence pays off, and if you're doing something for like 10 years, if you're not good after 10 years, I'm sure you wouldn't still be doing it.
No,
So
no.
it
And that's
takes
what a
time.
lot of people don't understand. Like, as far as the experience in trading, bro, we rookies in this shit.
Bro, you
Motherfuckers
don't
be
have
in
to
this
tell
shit for
me,
like 12, 15 years. Like,
bro. I can't wait to. That's why I tell this is a lifestyle to me. It's not a hobby. It's not a work. It's a lifestyle. So I can't wait till like 10 years in the future. Like, what if you master something? What if you really get
mhm.
into trading and like you were just fucking good? Like you can make a bag in a year, 6 months. Like
You can
with
go
no
crazy,
like
bro.
your hand. You know what I'm saying? So
When I seen
that's
that
what.
nigga make, when I seen that nigga start market Wolf make 1 million in a day trading options, I was like, bro, this shit is just inevitable.
Well, come on, like I can make 1 million in a day too, but if you're risking that much, I bet you took $500,000 losses, and that's not
Oh yeah,
realistic for anybody.
oh yeah,
So
bro. He was explaining his portfolio. Bro, he got a $40 million portfolio.
yeah, so
So
it's
I
not
mean,
not impressive.
that ain't shit to him, bro. I mean,
Yeah,
it's impressive to like say that I made 1 million in a day, but like when you get to talking about his portfolio and shit, then niggas be like, oh, okay. I mean, that's really like me risking, you know what I'm saying? 2 bands out of my, not even 2 bands, probably like 500 out of my $10,000 account, just triple it.
I mean the math is if I had a $40,000 account and made 1,000.
Right. Yeah.
If I had a $40,000 account, I wouldn't be like flexing $40,000. But I get it. $1 million, I get it. I'm not hating.
Right. I mean,
that's
you
why
put it
I
like
put
that.
on percentages. You know,
Everything. You got a $40
in
million port, bro. Ain't no way. I mean, I'm throwing. You know what I'm saying? 50,000 in a trade too.
You can't make $1 million if you have 40 million. Come on,
let's see.
That's what's good, crazy though. Like the more money, the more opportunity. Like that's why size is everything. Like size is everything. Got load up.
God, this shit just got stopped out. And I took 350 off for this. That's cool.
You must have saw it hit resistance because like 10 minutes ago you said something like, what'd you say? It was gonna pull back here or something?
Yeah, it's pulling back. It pulled back and then it broke my entry. So I moved when it went on that run up when I was up 700. I updated my stop to break even. And I trimmed 2 cons, and now I just left one runner and just stopped me out. So.
Your boy is speaking right now. Hi, my mom is funny. Damn, the CL futures rip.
Damn. Let me go see what's going on with CL.
If you bought the dip at 4 or whenever.
Ooh. It did, bro. Right there at 605. Yeah. That dip down to 7909. Back to that high of 79.56.
Is 24 points a lot? 24.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that shit is crazy.
Okay, so that's why I just said it ripped, because I figured, like, you know what I'm saying?
That shit is insane on oil.
That's funny. That's funny. Man, I just don't want to get addicted to something else, because, like, so many friends have tried to put me on sports betting, and I never did it, because I don't want to be options, stocks, and sports betting. It's just too much. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I couldn't imagine learning futures, because if I got addicted and I stayed up all night and traded all day, oh nah, I'd be a fucking robot. Like,
it's hell, bro. When I first did that shit, and then I woke up trying to call signals, like, I'm like, yo, guys, I can't even do it today. Like, I'm sorry, bro. I can't. Like, I would be asleep all day till about 2 in the afternoon, bro, and then just wake up. End the day, catch power an hour, and then wait until 6 p.m. and start trading.
So, let me ask you a question. Like, has your lifestyle totally, like, did a 180 now? Like, do you be up all night and sleep during the day?
Nah, bro. I be, like, only reason I took a trade tonight was because we was on voice, and I got onto the charge and I seen the setup. Me personally, I ain't never trading after hours unless I'm just up or it's some movement going on, some volume. Other than that, bro, I'm waiting till the New York session or about like 7 to 8 in the morning.
Do you know any futures traders that like trading the sessions that night? Like better than
I know a few, and it mainly because the price action be less volatile because the volume be low. But for me personally, like, I just love that volatile and that volume in the New York session because everything moves so much faster. Like, after hours, this shit, you really got to look at the hourly chart on after hours.
Makes sense. You like the price action and the volume. You can see it better. It moves faster.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what it is, bro.
Well, good session. Whoever's been on this whole time, y'all lit. But we're coming through and dropping some knowledge, bro.
Oh yeah, bro. We'll set up a time or whatever whenever you got some free time. And we'll do the same thing with my chat. That you introduce yourself, do all the good stuff. They're excited for you, bro. I got a lot of people that's interested in options. And me personally, I'm just like I said, I'm just not on the option side right now. Other than like QPQ and SPY, but
And trading futures is different than trading options, and like it just depends. Like some contracts are really expensive. You got to have money, but when it comes to options, you could only have 250 and like 4x that type of thing, and like and
right.
out. You know what I'm saying? So it's just different, but you can make money in both. I mean,
Yeah. And I mean, you can double up to like I said, QQQ calls and NQ calls. Will do the same thing, so you can double up.
nah, that would be lit. That would
Mm-hmm.
be lit. Like I don't know if that's doing too much or smart, but I imagine doing that every day. Like, what the fuck?
Easy, bro. When I first
Guaranteed.
started futures, I was trading. It was hard for me though, bro. I'm not gonna lie, because I was still trading options. So going from one screen to the next screen, like it was mad confusing. But man, we'll chop it up again, man. I appreciate you for letting me come in and chop it up. Appreciate the members for tapping in and staying active with us.
Yes, sir. All right, I'll holler at y'all later.
All right, Brody.